ẹ̀jíkìrì. Àsìkò ti tó. Yorùbá Nation ẹ̀jíkìrì. Àsìkò ti tó. Àsìkò ti tó láti máa lọlé wa. Àsìkò ti tó. Ọmọ Yorùbá o. Àsìkò ti tó. Láti dá dúró. Àsìkò ti tó. Yorùbá Nation a fẹ́ máa lọ. Àsìkò ti tó. Gbà wá lọ́wọ́ òkú ẹrú. Àsìkò ti tó. Ọlọ́run abẹ́ o. Àsìkò ti tó. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation yìí dánwò. Àsìkò ti tó. Àsìkò ti tó. Àsìkò ti tó. Nàìjíríà ti tó pín. Àsìkò ti tó. Yorùbá Nation a ti fẹ́ máa lọ. Àsìkò ti tó. Ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ máa lọ. Àsìkò ti tó. Ọba tó gbọmọ Ísírẹ́lì nínú oko ẹrú Íjíbítì nígbà tó kún Fáráò tán dìde láti gbé wọn mì lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ sí. Bàbá ìwọ la fẹ̀yìntì. Ìgbà tá a bá fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ kì í bọ́. Àwọn tá a fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ kì í mọ ìfàyà. Ojú ọmọ gbọ́dọ̀ ti wá ọ̀ bàbá. Bàbá ti wá dọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀. Tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá mi dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Yorùbá Nation yìí lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Ọlọ́run bàbá ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá ń fẹ́ dá dúró ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Àfẹ́ bọ́ lọ́wọ́ kó ẹrú ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Kó ẹrú ọ̀wọ̀ Nàìjíríà yìí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Sáwọn lórí wọn ta wá sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Tètè bàbá lọ́wọ́ wọn ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Fúlàní tó báyọ̀ bí ẹni fẹ́ràn ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Àwọn Fúlàní àjínigbé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Àbí ìjọba mi pàṣẹ sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá tètè dáhùn sí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà yìí dọwọ́ rẹ̀. Bàbá bá wa fòpin sí torí Yorùbá ti tó lọ abẹ́dá dúró. Bàbá lókè ìwọ lábẹ́ jọ̀wọ́ náwó agbára sórí Yorùbá Nation. Ó ti sọ nínú ìwé mímọ́. Let my people go. Bàbá jọ mọ́jàkọ́ ayọ̀ wa. Torí àyàn bàbá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá o. Bàbá jọ̀wọ́ fámi lọ́dún tá a máa ń ṣe ni. Àwọn tó bá tẹ̀lé yà wá. Àwọn tó bá tẹ̀lé yà Yorùbá. Tó bá tẹ̀lé yà Yorùbá Nation. Bàbá jọ̀wọ́ bá mi lórí tọmọ tàbá o. Ọ̀gá tó ní Yorùbá Nation ní dúró. Wàhálà wọn bọ̀ tùlù lò. Ọ̀pọ̀ Fúlàní tó bá yẹ ní Nàìjíríà o. Fúlàní pẹ̀lú Haúsá. Wàhálà wọn ní bọ̀ tùlù lò. NWC ilé epo wa. Fúlàní lò lórí wọn. NIRF Fúlàní lò lórí wọn. NCS Fúlàní lò lórí wọn. FDA Fúlàní ni. Ẹ máa bá náà sí àmì. The major spender of Nigeria money. Defense Fúlàní ni. Finance Fúlàní ni. Education Fúlàní lò lórí wọn. Justice Fúlàní ni. FCT.
And a very good afternoon and welcome to Tuesday, 6th of July, 2021. We're back again on our track. Mo kí wa níbikíbi tí ẹ ti láǹfààní àti máa gbọ́ wa tí ẹ ti ń wò wá. A kí yín ní ọkùnrin, a kí yín ní obìnrin. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń bá wa lọ níbikíbi tí à ń fi ètò náà ta fi ń bára wa sọ̀rọ̀. Tó bá tún di ọ̀sán yìí ní aago 4 ó kọjá ìṣẹ́jú 6 a máa fúnra wa ní update lórí ibi tí a wà. Àmọ́ lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ àka national anthem tí a máa fi ń bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ ní gbogbogbà lóòrèkóòrè. Tá bá wá parí yẹn àwa release statement tí a fi fún gbogbo àgbáyé lórí àwọn tí wọ́n detain ní Abuja. Tá bá wá parí yẹn àtúwá máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn ibi tí à ń lọ nítorí pé Yorùbá Nation tí a gbé dání, Yoruba Nation tí à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí, the self-determination that is allowed under the international law has not ended. There will be a continuation from where we have all been discussing the way forward. But lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, we will play that anthem and then I will release that statement. The statement that will go to the international community and those at home in regarding those that have been held within, the power to be inside the country called Nigeria. Let's play the anthem first. Iṣẹ́ wa. Just bear with us. Well, welcome you all back again. We lost the network just about when the broadcast was going on during the last broadcast. We just go a little bit for another 1 minute and then we go back into the conversation. Mo kí wa pé a káàbọ̀ lórí ètò náà 1622 the Tuesday the 6th of July 2021. I'll be giving updates as I was saying earlier with those arrested right inside Chief Sunday Igboho's residence on the 1st of July 2021. Our legal representatives have managed to pay a courtesy visit so that they can be able to have access to those individuals. But I can confirm that that process has been turned down from the hierarchy of the federal government. I'll be reading out a statement shortly, but I'd like to say good afternoon and good evening from wherever you're watching. Lákọ̀ọ́kọ́, let us make it clear that 2 out of those in the hands of the DSS need urgent medical assistance ASAP. Let us repeat it again. That 2 out of those in the hands of the DSS need urgent medical attention. This is the official statement that we are releasing. And like I said, 2 out of those in the hands of the DSS need urgent medical assistance. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome to those of you that have just joined us. This is the statement. DSS denied of detainees arrested in Sunday Igboho's house access to their lawyers, a travesty and constitutional injustice. This is to call the attention of the entire world to the continuous reckless abuse of the fundamental human right of political detainees arrested by the DSS at the residence of Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho on Thursday, the 1st of July 2021. During the most bizarre, ghastly, and unlawful raid of Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho's home, these political detainees, caught in the crosshairs of government capricious abuse of official power, have since been held on the ground under lock and key and remain incommunicado from their lawyers and families. All attempts by their legal representatives to meet with them as prisoners of conscience at the DSS headquarters, 3 Arms Zone, Abuja, yesterday, the 5th of July 2021, and also today, the 6th of July 2021, have been rebuffed, refused, and thwarted by the Department of State Security on mere whims. An official letter submitted by the members of the legal team with the detainees and highlighting the constitutional propriety of such a visit has been discountenanced by the men of the DSS, who are adamant about ignoring constitutional provision and are claiming only to act on orders from above. It is important to state that 2 of the detained individuals are in need of urgent medical attention, particularly the female blogger, and although the DSS are very much aware of her health condition, which requires urgent care, they have refused to act on saying it goes without gainsaying that we would hold the DSS and its entire hierarchy liable should any harm befall these detainees. Having been briefed by the legal team and being in fact consciously aware of the inimitable fundamental human right of the detainees, we are well aware that they have the right to legal representation, which involves intimate consultation with their legal team even in detention. By ignoring clear constitutional provisions, the DSS have acted in excess of their powers and now in travesty of our laws. In the haughty reply that only orders from above will be acted upon with regard to these detainees is indeed cause for grave concern, as it hints that the DSS are prepared to disregard due process, abuse its power further, and suppress the fundamental right of these political detainees. With barely a room for redemption from a solid history in recent times, we must caution the DSS to desist from continuous using state power to oppress and suppress these detainees, as these cannot stand test of time and law. Due process and unreserved respect for the rule of law but dictate its actions going forward. We do not intend to relent in seeing through the respect of the human right of the detainee individuals, and all avenues at the judicial, civil society, and international level will be deployed in this regard. Thank you. Olayomi Koiki, spokesman, Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, aka Igboho, 6th of July 2021. We will now start looking into this detention of this individual. A máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí nísìn lẹ́yìn tá ti ka statement yẹn jáde. Once again, Nigeria is holding individuals without their consent, without their wish. The raid that took place on the 1st of July was a clear assassination attempt on Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho's life. There is now clear evidence that the government also wants to hold on to the 12 individuals that are in the hands of this DSS. Wọ́n gbà kí àwọn lọ́yà tí a gbà kí wọ́n rí wọn látàná. The incident took place on Thursday. The DSS did not release a statement until coming up to just before 11 p.m. on Thursday night. And since Thursday up till now, we have done everything to make sure that these individuals can have access to them. But the DSS, acting on the order from above, have refused to allow access to them. Now, we're going to look into these together. We will open the line, but not yet. Mo fẹ́ ká wo kí ni offense àwọn tí wọ́n mú àti pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wo gan ni wọ́n ṣe. We've all seen that the assassination attempt on the life of Chief Sunday Igboho is now clear that since the war they are now holding individuals, 12 of them, without allowing the barrister that we have, the legal representatives rather, to have access to them. My question is, for how long does the Nigerian government think they will be able to hold them to ransom? For how long? It shows clearly that the Fulani government are not ready to back down. And they are ready to do everything to make sure that they crush every innocent Yorubas, wherever you are, regardless of your status, regardless of who you are or who you know. This illegal assassination attempt took off just before 2 a.m. A lot of people will say, federal government. That's what the myopic people will say. But we are saying we remain the Yorubas, the well-sound educated. Everything we have done till now has not been violent, and it remains so. Every step that we have done, from the rally, the engagement, the conversation, online and offline, has remained exactly according to the international standard. Oh, you might not like the way some of us speak, does not mean that we have gone past the international standard. But one thing I can say is, the world that we continue to talk to, directly or indirectly, might keep mute, might say nothing, but it will only be time of test for them as well. It now is clear that you are no longer in any kind of democracy in Nigeria of today. So if anyone is saying that we are still in democracy, I want you to just throw that out of the basket. None of you, I say, don't practice democracy. Democracy is no longer valid in Nigeria because it is shown from the operation that took place on the 1st of July. In a civilized society, we've heard from all the senior advocates of Nigeria, you've heard from the Nobel laureate, you've heard from different commentators. Whether you agree with myself or Olayomi Koiki of Koiki Media, whether you agree with Chief Sunday Igboho or not, but the learned people that you believe should be taking charge of this self-determination have spoken, and they've spoken clearly without mixing words. They've spoken not just on the Chief Sunday Igboho's case, they've spoken even up to the case of kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu. And now we have innocent Yorubas that are now in the detention of the DSS, just the same way we have thousands of Yorubas being kept in the prison, while we have the northerners, whether they are Fulani or the Hausa, with AK-47 and RPG and all kind of ammunitions moving around. And that still shows as at yesterday, when 150 innocent children were kidnapped in Kaduna, the same country. Two different laws, two different communication. When you live in the Southwest, you become a terrorist, you are labeled as a criminal and a wanted person. But when you are operating in the northern part of the country, it's a complete different story entirely. And you can see why we say We can no longer be part of this country because this country has become a situation where you can no longer breathe. We've seen the killings of the Yorubas, the Middle Belt, and the Southeast. We've seen the killings where in Benue, Governor Otom continuously say to the federal government, you must arrest the leader of Mayati Hala. But the government or the federal government is not interested in that. We've seen innocent 14-year-old girl killed right in the daytime by the police bullet in Lagos on Saturday. We've seen injustice taking place at the Lekki toll gate. Till date, no one has been charged or found guilty. Àìtí ìrìyàn kankan tó sọ pé àwọn làwọn mú. 50 innocent lives was killed at Igogon on the 6th of June this year, just last month, just after the Ekiti rally. Till date, no one has gone in the middle of the night to apprehend and attack or take machine gun to make sure that those that killed the loved ones in Igogon have been arrested. We've now also confirmed from the meeting that took place in Lagos of the Southwest governor that they were not even aware of the raid that took place in their state. So ìbéèrè tí mo wá ń bi gbogbo wa ni pé, is this the Nigeria that we will continue with? Is this the Nigeria where Boko Haram is classified as the second most dangerous terrorist group in the world, but yet in Nigeria you see the governors taking pictures with them? You see Sheikh Gumi going right into the main forest with security operatives along with him. We've seen negotiation up to 180 million people. 180 million naira being paid to ransom for the release of the Greenfield University student. We've seen Fulani killing innocent Yorubas from their farmland up to kidnapping them and killing of a first-class Oba last year. And the question remains, Shibashimama Balononi. And those that keep saying speak Yoruba, if you're not comfortable, you can come off on the broadcast. And ransom pay ní gbogbo ìgbà lóòrèkóòrè, every now and then. And we see all the Yorubas keeping mute. It shows that we are back to the dictatorship that you never expected. I've listened, I've read different commentators in regarding what took place at Chief Sunday Igboho's house. And the question we should ask ourselves is, Mala Melo, Fulani Melo have had the same similar pattern of what took place to Chief Sunday Igboho's house. How many people from the north have had the same experience since this government came to power in 2015? Èèyàn mélòó ni wọ́n ti lọ attack ilé ẹ̀ ní ọ̀gànjọ́ òru? How many people? And we see everybody has gone quiet. And you think we will all go mute like you as well. And the attack continues on a daily basis without no changes at all. The diaspora cannot come back home. Those at home have been barred from speaking. The moment you speak, you become a danger to the government of the day. You might think it's about the Fulani government alone. We have the Yorubas among them as well. operating as if things will continue like this forever. One rò pé bó ṣe máa lọ títí ni. All the Yorubas politicians in any of the political parties currently as we speak right now. Is this how it's going to continue? If some of us have access to other countries, does everybody have that same access? Does everybody have the same access? Oh, people say, ẹ̀yin náà lẹ ti Chief Sunday Igboho, ẹ̀yin lẹ ti títí tó fi débi tó dé. My question is, this injustice have been going on for more than decades. And someone like Chief Sunday Igboho, out of his own energy, love people, ìfẹ́ tó ní sáwọn èèyàn tiẹ̀ ló gbé jáde tí Ọlọ́run fi sọ pé òun ni kó jáde kó sọ̀rọ̀. We saw that everybody has kept quiet. And nobody wants to say anything because people are scared to die. People are scared, thinking, tí bá sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn, hey, ǹjẹ́ èmi náà kọ́ ló máa gbé nísìn. We have innocent Yorubas. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ni wọ́n kó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀. And that does not have any concern for any one of us. Nígbà tó ti ń ṣe ìyàwó wa, tó ń ṣe ẹ̀gbọ́n wa, tó ń ṣàbúrò wa, we are comfortable the way things are. You've wrapped up your own family. Má bá wọn dá sí ní tó ń fà yẹn o. Ṣó ti rí pé wọ́n ti mú àwọn kan nísìn? Ṣó rí pé wọ́n ti mú wọn nísìn? And the international community still want us to have one unity in Nigeria. With the British police or the military or the MI5 bust your house in the middle of the night with machine guns sprayed from outside up to destroying your property without any warning. Would that ever happen in America? People say do not compare those countries. That is why we do not want to be part of Nigeria, because it has never been fruitful for anyone. You can see the demand of the southern governors asking for more percentage, asking for state police, because they know that the Constitution does not permit any state police. Everyone has been intimidated by the government of the day. Every single soul is scared. Those you expect to speak out have gone muted. But let me say it clearly, loud and clear. If everybody goes muted, Ola Yomi Koiki will remain unmuted. I stand with Chief Sunday Igboho, and I stand with all the 12 innocent Yorubas in the hands of the DSS. We will not be intimidated, whether from the power to be or not. Mallory live broadcast. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. Yomi mo kí ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o. Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú ẹ o. Ọlọ́run ní fi ẹ́ sílẹ̀, kò dẹ̀ ní sún ẹ. Ó máa wọ̀ tún máa wò sí ṣáà máa ṣe bọ́lọ́run bá ṣe rán ẹ. Ọlọ́run á fún ẹ ṣe. Nǹkan tí mo torí pé gangan òun ni wípé ìgbà tí wọ́n jẹ́ kí àwọn doctors or anybody rí àwọn people tó wà l'Abuja yìí, ṣé a ti gba lọ́ọ̀yà wọn? Kí ni lọ́ọ̀yà ń ṣe? because mo pe lọ́ọ̀yà ń bíbá yìí pé báwo náà ṣe lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn má bínú pé mi ò kí yín o.
Allow barrister kò rí wọn. So a legal team has been sent since yesterday and they've refused any kind of engagement between them.
Right, because mo pe lọ́ọ̀yà ń bíbá yìí mo dẹ̀ sọ pé báwo la ṣe lè access àwọn international lawyer láti lè help wa gbé lọ sí international level. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé fún mi lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́yà Ọláògùn wọ́n dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé fún mi lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan wípé tí wọn bá ti exhaust gbogbo law system ti Naija tán a lè lo ti foreign. Wọ́n ní láti pé stages by stages ni pé because wọ́n máa béèrè pé bó labadé táwọn ti international bá dẹ̀ gẹ́ involve sí wọn náà máa sọ wípé jurisdiction Naija ni wọ́n lè máa ṣe fún àwọn pírísì títí Kánú fi yàtọ̀ òun ni wípé British citizen ni pé so wọ́n ní láti exhaust yẹn so tó bá jẹ́ kó wá rí wọn sí láti ìgbà tó ti kó wọn then we need to start doing something, you know, because àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà wo ló wà in charge because I would love to speak with them. Because mo ti ní láti lọ pe àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà káàkiri sí láti find out béèrè advice as to go about it. They cannot keep them because only time tí wọ́n lè keep wọn tì. Wọ́n bá dẹ̀ ti lọ gba further permission láti keep wọn more than the time tó wà required. Tí wọ́n dẹ̀ tún wá jẹ́ kí lọ́ọ̀yà rí wọn tó jẹ́ kí medical rí wọn then we need to take it further. Ní ìmọ̀ bó ṣe rò sí. Because when I'm very, very strong now because already, but I have to do this because I will young women not need pay. So what do we do?
We'll discuss that behind the scene, but we need to release a statement, and the statement will not release the scene. So we will just allow the conversation, but we'll have to speak behind the scene. So, but the this
so
is just
you need
a statement.
To call me. You need to call me after your show, and then we need to discuss. Even the lawyers on the ground don't treat it. We need to be able to speak with them to find out how far have they gone. Otherwise, we can't just leave them there for the fun of it. Beyond TT, federal government, if already you know them the way they operate. So please, after the show, we need to have a quick meeting, emergency one, so that we can take it further.
All right, no problem. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
That was Ama Erelu Abike, and all the media houses have got a copy of the statement that I've just read out. If you find that statement, also help us to circulate and share it as well. Once again, the question is, when we have been saying that Nigeria is not a country, people want to justify that but I was able to play the clip from the chairman, the acting excuse me. I purposely played that old clip of that interview that was granted on channels to one of the Afenifere spokesman, and I'm sure some of you must have seen that on our timeline. Nigeria is pushing the Yorubas, and the Yorubas are using all the diplomacy of the Omoluabis. We haven't done anything so far outside the international law. We haven't done anything. Everything we've done so far has been within the international law and the AU chapter that allows self-determination. But one thing a lot of people do not understand is they are thinking that because what we are doing, asking for our own independent nation, is like we are fighting the federal government of Nigeria. This government did not merge Nigeria together. This present government, àwọn kan lọ join Nigeria together. Nigeria was merged together based on the 1914 fraudulent amalgamation. Hello? Hello? Yeah. All right. Let's allow this caller to come through first again. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Mr. Koiki.
Go ahead.
Ṣé rí nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ sọ fún àwọn Yorùbá ni pé as long as tá a bá ti decide Yorùbá ní èṣìṣù ọwọ̀ òun ló máa ń gbálẹ̀ mọ́. Ṣé rí gbogbo mítì tí gbogbo àwọn gómìnà mo ti sọ wọ́n tì látìgbà tí mo ti mọ̀ yẹn látàrí ìgbà Yorùbá World Congress understand the word of use. All the Yoruba politicians, past and present, all of them, you understand me? They are all our number one enemy. If we don't understand it from that point of view, near anywhere along. So by a normal race, a lot of Yoruba will be angry by the word that I use. It's not a normal race. We are not normal. If I think Freud tó ń pa ní Amẹ́ríkà, àwọn Yorùbá wọ́n gbé placard wọ́n lọ síta, even inside that same Nigeria. Ẹ understand me? A máa di ọ̀tẹ̀. Kọ́ tó lè lọ lé Sunday Igboho. Àwọn insider náà lọ́ lò. Ẹ understand me? Yorùbá ní pé tí kú Yorùbá parí tòde ò lè parí. Mo ti sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa tó bá pẹ́ tó bá pọ̀ wọ́n á mọ̀ wọ́n kàn fẹ́ waste more life fún mi. Ẹ understand me? Àwọn Yorùbá politician wa tó yẹ pé àwọn náà lè wá sí ìlú òyìnbó gbogbo wọn rìn freely àwọn ló kó oúnjẹ tó ṣe everything Ìgbòho tí ò kó oúnjẹ àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ṣé èmi náà ti ń ṣe pé kéèyàn máa ṣe blogger àbí kéèyàn máa ṣe ẹni lórí Facebook and because of that wọ́n remand wọn it's not new kí ni politician kí náà ṣe meeting pẹ̀lú lèdè tán ni wọ́n lọ ń rotate president ta ló ní ìdí stupid presidency. Mo dẹ̀ ń challenge mo mọ̀ pé à ń follow à ń lo wisdom mo mọ̀ pé bí Yorùbá ṣe máa ń ja ìjà nìyẹn but ó máa ń dé level tó yẹ pé èèyàn ń try láti add more other things to ensure you get your desired result. Wà á need any stupid presidency kankan ta ló fẹ́ ṣe president nílé Yorùbá tó máa tó Nàìjíríà ṣe. Mo ti sọ fún gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá tó bá ń gbọ́ mi wọ́n gbé Jésù the president Nàìjíríà Nàìjíríà ò lọ ẹ̀ bàdá ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa tọ́ra wa. Ẹ wo àwọn èèyàn wo àwọn méjì tó ń pa nínú ilé yẹn wọ́n fẹ̀mí irun wọn sí àwọn èèyàn kan ló fẹ́ wá di president olórí burúkú. Ẹ jẹ́ ká declare gbogbo Yorùbá politicians they are our foremost enemy àti some of ọba wa Tálání àwọn ni enemy wa kí ni Ìgbòho ṣe fún wọn. Ìgbòho lè decide láti ṣe bí sọmọdá Yorùbá náà tó wà ní diaspora tó ń kí ẹ̀ tó ń relax á dẹ̀ máa enjoy ẹ̀ kò lẹ́ni problem. But he sees as a privilege tó lọ ń dẹ̀ fún tó commission pé fight for your people for your race kí race ẹ má parọ́ tá a bá ṣọ́ra a máa dàbí àwọn aborigine Australia ni ọ̀tẹ̀ ti pọ̀ jù àwọn tó wà ní diaspora gan the same thing náà ni wọ́n yàtọ̀ wọ́n ṣe àwọn tó wà nílé wọ́n ní chief security officer ṣèlú wọ́n ti ṣe gbogbo àwọn rallies wọ̀nyẹn ní gbogbo state kí ló dé tí Lagos State ti máa yàtọ̀ kí ni ìyàtọ̀ tó wà ń bẹ̀ ṣé Lagos State tó ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá mọ́ ni ṣé kò ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá ni gbogbo wa àṣà kúrò wọn lọ ṣe àṣà olúkálùkù ọlọmọ àjà asylum ní every country àwọn olùtẹ̀sí lọ sí asylum yẹn ṣé wọn ṣe dání ẹni náà lómi ẹ lóúnjẹ lẹ education and everything wọn sọ fún àwọn ọmọ yín freely àwọn ọmọ yín lọ school freely right from the number 2 mọ olórí burúkú tó ń pè é lọ́ọ̀ṣẹ́ báńjọ kò ní í sọdí rẹ gbogbo Yorùbá gọ́ọ̀nà kò ṣẹlẹ̀ tó máa ṣoríire nínú wọn ìpè la máa gbé ọṣẹ́ lójoojúmọ́ wọ́n rò pé ìgbádùn wà fún wa nílò òyìnbó tàwa gan ni ẹ máa kọ̀ndẹ́mù wa ẹ máa aláàṣẹ mọ́ àwọn olórí burúkú wọn ti jókòó sí tẹlifíṣàn ti Channel TV tó sọ pé we are strengthened we are very strengthened let's work together ṣé ẹ dáa ju ìlú ìyàwó mi ni ṣé Nàìjíríà dáa ju Ukraine tó kúrò nínú Soviet Union ni are you better than them àwọn olórí burúkú pásítọ̀ àti pásítọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wà ní Ukraine náà àtàwọn ilé tó wà ní Nàìjíríà àwọn olórí burúkú ẹnu owó Rwanda go and look at Rwanda tell me one city that is better than Rwanda just tell me in that stupid Nigeria or even the Yoruba land kí ni wẹ́ẹ̀tì tán ní they only had coffee nothing wọn ní sọ́ọ̀là wọn anything àwọn èèyàn bíi tèmi àti kóòtù tó ń wà nílò òyìnbó ó kó wọn lọlé àwọn ló lọ tún lù wọ́n ṣe look at them they are well respected. ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá ti sún mi mi ò tí ì rí irú àwọn ẹ̀dá bíi eléyìí rí ẹ ṣọ̀tẹ̀ wọ́n pa Awólọ́wọ̀ wọ́n pa Akíntọ́lá tọ́tẹ̀ fáwọn ìní tó sùn àrẹ MK Abíọ́lá mélòó la tó fẹ́ lùsì mọ́ àwọn olórí burúkú kan ti sọ pé 2023 gbogbo àwọn alágbára Yorùbá mo mọ̀ pé agbára wà ní Yorùbá à ń pa àwọn yẹn ẹ̀kọ́ à ń ṣe connection enough is enough we cannot look at ká máa pè wọ́n kíkú máa pa wọ́n lẹ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣègbéyàn tó wà lẹ́fù ló máa ń lò fẹ́dà president àbó fẹ́ ṣe gómìnà àwọn olórí burúkú fáyẹ ní olórí burúkú ọmọ Èkìtì kó lọ ká ẹ̀sìn àwọn ará Èkìtì gbàtà wà lóńdó state táàtì ìlú Èkìtì tẹ́lẹ̀ ọmọ gbowó 1983 primary service wà gbà yẹn wọ́n bí ẹja kolo ṣe UPN ní kolo ọ̀dà MPN olórí burúkú ó ní sọdíire ṣèbí Europe náà ló gbé ṣé bá ti ń ṣe Europe ní kí wọ́n tó lọ sékìtì ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ti sún mi lady k tí ò sẹ́nìtì tó ń ṣe ó jẹ́ ènìyàn ti ṣé wàhálà ni èèyàn ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ ẹ̀yìn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ 2023 àní ní agbára Ọlọ́run ní gbogbo ní agbára àwọn irúnmọlẹ̀ Yorùbá kò sí gbogbo yín tó máa mọ 2023 yẹn ní agbára ṣẹ́ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ pé àwọn ancestors wa spirit wọn ò líbọ̀ as long as the spirit àwọn ancestors bá ti líbọ̀ we will be calling on their spirit and they will rise against each and every one of you. This is my last word. Ẹ jẹ́ ká kojú sí àwọn ìtara ẹni ìlú tí mò ń gbé ìlú tó mọ̀ dáadáa ni. Kí Irish tó lè sọ sí kan defeat àwọn British people. They were losing the war at the beginning. Why? Wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn Irish ẹgbẹ́ wọn àwọn ló lọ ń ṣe òfófó tó ń sọ secret wọn planning wọn strategy wọn fún àwọn British. When they realized even though they had lost so many of their people they decided they target all the internal enemy. Gbàtọ́ execute gbogbo wọn that's why they able to win the British. That is what Yorùbá should do. Ẹ má yẹ ká fi sẹ́tìmẹ́ǹtì sí. Ó ṣe ọmọ bàbá mi àti ìyá mi ló lóun fẹ́ dalẹ̀ Yorùbá ká pàdánù. That's why ta fi lè nu ìlọsíwájú. Òṣègùn Ọlọ́run túbọ̀ máa wà pẹ̀lú ẹ. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ẹ ṣe sùúrù ẹ̀yin tí ẹ fẹ́ pè wọlé fún àǹfààní àwọn tó bá ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa àwọn tí DSS kó lọ ní ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho àwọn legal representative tí a ti gbà fún wọn DSS ò fún wọn láyè láti jẹ́ kó rí wọn wọ́n ní order from the above gbogbo tí bá ti sọ níbí gbogbo tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ níta tó bá ti yàtọ̀ sí tí mo sọ níbí then èyí tí mo sọ níbí òun ni kẹ́ dì mú ní èyí tí a sọ nínú statement tí a release ẹ̀dẹ̀ láǹfààní àti lọ ka statement yẹn ó ti wà lórí timeline wa a dẹ̀ ti pín káàkiri fún gbogbo media pé àwọn wo ni order from the above tán ní kó má fi àǹfààní sílẹ̀ fún àwọn legal representative láti lè yọjú sí àwọn tí wọ́n mú ìbéèrè tí mo wá ń fi máa bi gbogbo wa ni pé ǹjẹ́ a ti rí Haúsá àbí Fúlàní kan tíjọba Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n mọ́lé tí wọ́n fẹ́ pa sínú ilé bí ìgbésẹ̀ tí wọ́n gbé pẹ̀lú bàbá Sunday Igboho ìbéèrè tí mò ń bi wá nìyẹn. Have there in the history of this government in the last 6 years made any attempt to go after any of the terrorists, any of them in the middle of the night, and try to eliminate them just the same way they tried to eliminate Chief Sunday Igboho. Chief Sunday Igboho escaped the elimination of the federal government. Who could be the next on the hit list of the federal government? Some of you will quickly say, Èmi ò kúkú sí níbi tí wọ́n mọ̀ mí dáadáa, so èmi ò ṣe hit list federal government. But do you also know that the terrorists that the federal government have been pampered is also trying to aim you as an individual? So if you're thinking pé Chief Sunday Igboho nìkan àbáwọn tí ó kù nìkan ni federal government target, have you ever thought about the Boko Haram, the Fulani herdsmen that will do similar or more of the atrocity? Let's take a few more calls on this conversation. Tẹ́ bá ti ń pè, ẹ mute ti background. Àfi gbọ́ ti background. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹni tó bá ti ń pè, tá bá ti ń gbọ́ ti background, I won't have any other reason than to disconnect it ẹ tún pè again. Ẹni tó fẹ́ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ lè gbọ́ tinú ilé, kẹ́ tún wà lórí. When you're calling the show, you're calling me on this number. That means when I pick it up and I can hear the sound again in the house, you have literally not done exactly what we want us to do. And that is disturbing not just myself. We're transmitting on multiple devices here and have a lot of echo that goes into it. And when you call, please go precise onto the conversation or whatever you want to discuss so that we can allow more people to add into it as well. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon. Actually, you know, according to history in Nigeria, we're going to intimidate on the time here. But this is not the first time that German sorrow. But what I believe is that we need a superpower. A country like Russia to come and help us. Because our people, they have a very good plan for us. So we need a superpower. Because UK, àwọn oníkọ̀ọ́kọ́ fẹ́ fà wá, àwọn ọgbọ́n ní issue tá a ní kankan ní Nàìjíríà, àwọn ní enemy kankan tá a ní, wọn ò dẹ̀ ready láti ṣe anything for wa. So we need a country like a Russia, a president of Russia, Putin. Because without that, a kò máa dúró lójú kan, a máa lọ káàkiri. So that's my own contribution. So because mo ní láti sọ nìyẹn, contribution tèmi gangan nìyẹn.
All right. Well noted and taken as well. And tó bá ti ń pè, hello caller.
Hello, ẹ kú ètò sáà. Hello, ẹ kú ètò. Ọlọ́run á gba Yorùbá Nation fún wa o. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ àwọn questions kan lèmi fẹ́ béèrè ní ọwọ́ àwọn Nigerian. My first question is that ẹgbà tó wọ́n lọ gbé wákìlì, ṣé wọ́n parade? Then olóyè Sunday Igboho tó wá sílé wọn. Wọ́n ṣe nǹkan kan kí ni ìsìn tó fi wá lórí program nsìn yìí ẹnà fẹ́ lọ rí àwọn lady case àti others wọn ò jẹ́ kán rí wọn ṣé wà nínú òfin kán arrest èèyàn bó ṣe láwọn wá bá wọn lé yẹn tó fẹ́ tó wá kidnap wọn pé tí wọ́n bá rán yàn wá even family èèyàn lè wá wó yàn tó bá ní police custody or DSS custody kí ni reason tó fi jẹ́ kárí wọn tó ń dẹ̀ yín jọ wọn láti jọ Friday àbí Thursday so Friday tó ti wà nínú ìnira tó ń dẹ̀ lọ tọ́jú wọn. Is there anything tá a lè ṣe because àwọn tó wà ní Nàìjíríà mi ò ó dà kí wọ́n ní issue ọ̀sẹ̀ issue tán ní ni pé ìyà ń jẹ wọ́n dẹ̀ mú mọ́ra àwọn tó dẹ̀ pera wọn ní politician wọ́n mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe o àwa tá a dẹ̀ jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá ní àròjinlẹ̀ á mọ̀ yìí pé àwa ara wa là ń ṣera wa o wọ́n ṣe lè dé lé olóyè tí ò bá ní ọwọ́ àwọn Yorùbá nú àwọn Haúsá ò ní wá bá wa o ẹni tó bá wo nǹkan tó wá ṣe fún olóyè Sunday Igboho yẹn ṣe mọ̀ kí èèyàn hate èèyàn kẹ wá ti fọkàn sí kẹ́hìn tí mo hate yìí ó ti ń bá rí máa pa tiwọn ni torí ọ̀tọ̀ ni kọ́ wá arrest èèyàn ni kọ́ wá pẹ̀lú threat they hate this man bí kí ló dé tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bó ṣe yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣá nǹkan tó dẹ̀ sọ dẹ̀ right last week going to a week now nobody come out wọ́n dẹ̀ come out bọ́ba
kọ́ má bu àwọn elders bó tó bá ṣọmọ bíbí inú wọn ìka ò lè ṣe tiẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn náà dẹ̀ sọ fún àwọn Haúsá àwọn tó wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ló sọ fún Haúsá yìí pé tí ẹ̀ bá mẹ́rin yìí àwọn ò ní débẹ̀ because àwọn yẹn ti ń di blame fún wọn pé wọn rí nǹkan kan ṣe fún un lọ fi wá látòkè tó wá ṣe nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn gbogbo ẹni tó wá ṣe tọ́jọ́ fífi gbọ́ tọ́jọ́ ro Ọlọ́run dáadáa ìdájọ́ aláàánú tí ò láàánú Ọlọ́run dá fún wọn gbogbo ọmọ wọn báyìí ló máa ráre torí gbogbo ìgbà tí èmi bá ti ń bọ́ orí ayélujára báyà mi máa já ni Ọlọ́run mi ò ṣe fámìlì olóyè mo ti fi wọ́n lálàá lé ni bọ̀tọ̀wọ́ alátìmọ́lá owó ò ní mú wọn lèmi lásì wọn o yìí stop àwọn ọ̀tẹ̀ wà lábẹ́ ẹsẹ̀ ni ó dẹ̀ máa tẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ni gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni èèyàn kéèyàn tó dẹ̀ mọ̀ nípa bó ṣe wá sí ilé wọn yẹn Ọlọ́run á dà láàmú bẹ́ẹ̀ ò ní dùn orí ó bá ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn jẹ́ ẹni tó bá sọ fún 97% ló wà ní olóyè ló wà lẹ́yìn olóyè àwọn 3% òkú ó làwọn ọ̀jẹ̀bí àwọn ọba àwọn olóṣèlú tábàlẹ̀ tó sọ pé òun wà lẹ́yìn wọn tó ò lè jáde síta wọ́n ní tó ra wà ní ìdásúrà la fi ń ṣe bá ṣe ń ṣe is a lie tá a bá fẹ́ wálé mọ́ kò sẹ́ni tó máa mú wa tó dákẹ́ máa bọ̀ lé káyà já tó wá lọ ṣerú kan báyìí fún ẹ bá gbogbo ọ̀nẹ́ ẹ bá yẹn ẹni tó wà lórí irun ẹ kọ́ odidi èèyàn méjì ẹ̀dẹ̀ wọ́ wọn lọ ẹ̀dẹ̀ wọ́n mú àwọn tó wà bẹ ṣàkàṣàkà àwọn tó ṣò tó pàréèdì yẹn wọ́n ti lọ wọ́n ṣe ń ta ọlọ́ọ̀gbà tá à ń sin inú ìdùwà lókè òun wọn kan jà burú gbogbo dẹ̀ wọ́n yàrá wọn gbókò wọn mu mo gbọ́ program kan lẹ́ni lọ́dọ̀ Máyégún àwọn Haúsá dey hate us àwa àti Igbo wọ́n hate wa gan mo torí pé àwa clever wọ́n wà ẹjọ́ nítorí ọlọ́ ẹ̀yìn àgbààgbà ẹ wake up kò dáa ìwà burúkú lẹ̀ ń wù sí wa yìí o kò dáa o ẹ̀ ń fìyà jẹ wá àwa táwa lóde gan ìyà jẹ wá àwọn tó wà lé ń jìyà báwo tó bá ṣe fídíò àwọn ọ̀gbọ̀n gbogbo àwọn òlú oko yẹn máa wò pé ṣáwọn èèyàn ló gbé bẹ̀ ẹ wá máa yé àwọn èèyàn ẹ fi sí pé wọ́n á gbé nínú wọ́n á bí wọn sínú ìṣẹ́ wọ́n dàgbà sínú ìṣẹ́ wọ́n bímọ àwọn náà bímọ síbẹ̀ wọ́n á dẹ̀ kú sínú ìṣẹ́ ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ ń jayé ọlọ́ba àti ìṣe rálì àṣẹ ní 5 states kò sí nǹkan kan ẹ̀mí ọmọ 14 years of age ẹ̀fẹ̀ mi ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ẹ̀yìn ọmọ tí ò mọ owó mẹ́sì àwọn tó wáyé rálì náà fúnra yín lẹ lọ́ ń tọ́ wọn kí ló dé tó bá ti ẹ̀rọ yàn níṣẹ́ rìn yà fi tọ́ wọn jẹ ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀ ìṣó lórí yìí ẹ̀ ṣó lórí wa o olórí alúré yìí lẹ̀ ń ṣe àti ilé yín
ẹ jẹ́ àtúnfẹ́ lómi láyé ẹ ṣe gan ni.
bí àìpọ̀ ó dàbọ̀ sá báyìí sá.
People are asking the number is +4475 9405079. 2 bodies still with the federal government. 2. According to those individuals and according to their Muslim rites, they should have been buried, even though it's a very painful one. And I can also confirm that I'm aware, and Chief is also aware, of a GoFundMe that have been set up for the 2 individuals. And I'm sure, one of our presenters, mentioned it in their broadcast as well. So it's good that I mention it as well. We was set up GoFundMe, found Meji, and I've got a clarification from Chief Sunday Igboho, and is aware of that GoFundMe that have been set up. I want to walk along. Have they been tortured in any manner or ways? Ǹjẹ́ wọ́n ti torture wọn? Have they been kept in duress? Kí la mọ̀ tó ń ṣe fún wọn? Since Thursday, have you sat down and think about that? 2 of them need urgent medical attention. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Koiki.
Welcome to the program.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
I'm going.
Yeah. Okay, mo ń pè láti United States mo fi ń pè níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation dé nísìnyí. Kò wá ní ìdíje àkàndí ọgbà àwọn ọmọ tàbá ní nǹkan ìbílẹ̀. Irú àwọn tó wá sí ilé bàbá olóyè Sunday Igboho ẹ̀. Ó jẹ́ ká ti máa gbọ́ pé wọ́n délé wọ́n kú lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Àwọn tó wà nínú rálì tó ń dùn àwọn ọlọ́pàá wèrè náà lè lọ mú Boko Haram àti Gumi níbi tó wà ẹ̀. Ó jẹ́ ká ti máa gbọ́ pé gbogbo wọn ti ń kú nílé nísìnyí. Ó dẹ̀ ká ṣe fáwọn pípọ̀ yìí nìyẹn. Tàbá ń dúró de international body bíi Russia àbí UK àbí America kò wá kò lè possible ẹ jẹ́ ká lo local team táwa ní ní bá wọn jà ní ṣojú wọn tó máa ti wá bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ká ṣáà fẹ́ kan sí wọn lára tó máa délé tó máa kú tí àfọ wọn máa kú wọn máa sì try nǹkan tèmi ní láti sọ nìyẹn.
All right. Once again, 2 innocent bodies still in the hands of the federal government for whatever reason. I'm asking, ṣé wọ́n kó òkú yẹn sínú mọ́ṣúárì ni wọ́n fi bá wa sin after tí wọ́n ti pa àwọn òkú méjì? We saw the collateral damage that took place on the 1st of July. Everything that we've done so far is still in the ambit of the international law. Nothing more than that. But they came to assassinate based on the evidence that we've gathered. And those individuals that have been kept by the DSS right under their underground cells, we've not had access to them since Thursday. Let's take more calls. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Tebatin, like I said, you should mute the background so that we are not getting any interference. It's not very good. We have too many devices that might be also having impact with that as well. So we won't have any other reason than to disconnect the call, and you might have to call again. Hello, caller.
Can you hear me quickly? From London.
Can you hear you?
I appreciate everything I'm doing. Can you hear me, sir?
If you speak up a little bit, your voice is very, very low.
Oh, can you hear me now?
A bit much better.
Yeah, so what I'm just shipping is that I've been hearing people from different platforms saying that maybe international bodies should be involved. It's practically impossible. You can't be fighting with your wife or with yourself and expect someone to just dabble in and do anything for you. So at this stage, I think what we need to do is to give ultimatum. Let's give them, we want these people to be released before so period. Otherwise, we will go out, and going out facing them face to face will not work. One will not work. Black for black will not work. So let's go underground. Let's have some people that will be doing that for us, and we have some people that will distance themselves from those people that are doing the real work, that will be shouting. I'm telling you, this is not new in Nigeria. It has been happening, killing people, arresting people, killing them without taking them to court. So if we want to fight them legally, I'm telling you, it will be difficult. It takes time, but we can do something else outside the legal side of it. So it will get to the point, like a boiling water, it will get to the point, then people will, from outside, will look at the implications, they will involve us. If people are thinking that, oh, we can call Japan, no, nobody is interested. They have other areas that they can tap whatever resources that we have, that they can get it from. So let's have a body, one that will be fighting, the other one that will be the face. That's just what I want to add to the...
All right. Thank you very much. That was, point noted as well. We go straight, to our next caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Koiki. Everyone first are weak by now anyway, but the truth is this: we are not weak, but they are making us to be stronger and stronger. So, in Kotemi ma suggest I want 12 to mention here. See pictures mobile and there. I think it is high time now. Try the picture online and their names. And I had a opportunity here, I feel so far with Austria, United Nations office, Awata ni US, Awata ni UK, me by now, and all those places. Can you let print picture of those people, Jadi? this time around taba ti ń go out for rally ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbé pictures àwọn èèyàn yẹn jáde. So another thing tí mo tún rò bá lè ṣe mi mọ̀ bóyá mo lè sọ ilé ìlú on the here. So nǹkan tá a lè ṣe ni pé ká register àwọn people yẹn include bàbá gangan fúnra wọn ká register wọn sí under United Nation refugee. So our applications yẹn wà online. So probably because they are political refugee now. So tí yẹn bá ti wà ń bẹ̀, those are the references that they might refer sí. So yẹn wà ń bẹ̀. So another thing ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn governors wa yẹn ti really shows nísìn pé we are dealing with the enemy within and without me. So ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ká fi sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan and màá tún wá sọ nǹkan fún yín ẹjọ́ Mr. Koiki, this is very very important. Gbogbo àwọn videos tẹ̀ ń ṣe ẹjọ́ ẹ máa keep recording wọn because tẹ́ bá rántí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 25 to 30 years ago before àwọn OPC tán jáde àwọn student union gbà yẹn àwọn ló ń fèsì government not too long àwọn OPC tarí lè ní tó ń claim pé they were the one fighting against the government ṣe understand nǹkan tí mo sọ. So now we are now fighting. Our fighting in 25-30 years ago, most of us are left that country. We are now here. In Bitafi Sibe, in Bitafi Kini Sibe, lower now. So I want people to don't claim pay our PC, our Kini they were not there then.
All right. Okay.
Senior any university.
Okay.
Now I don't know how much job. So we need to be careful now because fight here need to fight it money.
Right. Thank you very much. Fanfa now tó bá ṣe darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. I'm going to go through that statement quickly again for the benefit of those that might not have heard about that statement. I won't take calls for another few minutes. DSS denial of detainees arrested in Sunday Igboho's house. Access to their lawyers, a travesty and constitutional injustice. This is to call the attention of the entire world to the continuous reckless abuse of the fundamental human right of political detainees arrested by the DSS at the residence of Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho on Thursday, the 1st of July 2021. During the most bizarre, gestapo and unlawful raid of Chief Sunday Adeyemo Igboho's home, these political detainees caught in the crosshairs of government capricious abuse of official powers have since been held on the ground under lock and key and remain incommunicado from their lawyers and families. All attempt by their legal representatives to meet with them as prisoners of conscience at the DSS headquarters 3 Arms Zone, Abuja, yesterday the 5th of July 2021 and today the 6th of July 2021 have been rebuffed, refused and thwarted by the Department of State Security on mere whims. An official letter submitted by the members of the legal team requesting for visitations right with the detainees, highlighting unconstitutional proprietary of such a visit has been discontent by the men of the DSS, who are adamant about ignoring constitutional provision and are claiming to only act on orders from above. It is important to state that two of the detainee individuals are in need of urgent medical attention, particularly the female blogger. And although the DSS are very much aware of her health condition, which requires urgent care, they have refused to act on same. It goes without gain saying that we still hold the DSS and its entire hierarchy liable should any harm befall these detainees. Having been briefed by the legal team and being in fact consciously aware of the intangible fundamental human right of the detainees, we are well aware that they have the right to legal representation, which involves intimate consultation with their legal team even in detention. By ignoring clear constitutional provisions, the DSS have acted in the excess of their powers and now in travesty of our laws. they hotly reply that only order from above is what the DSS are saying that they will have to listen to. Just bear with me. Only order from above will be acted upon with regard to these detainees is indeed cause for grave concern, as it hints that the DSS are prepared to disregard process, abuse its powers further, and suppress the fundamental rights of the political detainees. With barely a room for redemption from its surreal history in recent times, we must caution the DSS to desist from continuous using state power to oppress and suppress these detainees, as this cannot stand the test of time and law. Due process and unreserved respect for the rule of law but dictate its actions going forward. We do not intend to relent in seeing through the respect of the human right of the detainee individuals on all avenues, and the judicial, civil society, and international level will be deployed in this regard. Thank you, Olayemi Koiki, spokesman, Chief Sunday Adeyegbowo, 6th of July, 2021. Let's go straight and take a couple of more calls. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. President. I'm a person.
The person.
Ẹ máa pẹ̀lẹ́ àfún gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ o. Ṣé rí wọ́n tí nǹkan fẹ́ sọ lórí mi pé ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀. Ẹ rí pé mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ yìí náà ká nǹkan pé ìjà àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n ti rẹ́dí fún nǹkan tó wà lẹ̀. Ẹ rí gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lẹ̀ yìí sọ̀rọ̀ kékeré o. Ṣé láwọn Nàìjíríà gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tó bá mọ̀ ìpín rẹ̀ láti fight against eléyìí ò ṣọ̀rọ̀ pé èèyàn kan máa sọ nǹkan lẹ́yìn kì í ṣe nǹkan tó máa ṣe. Ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn tó wà lábùjá yẹn àti gbogbo nǹkan tó wà lẹ̀ ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tó lè sọ tó wà lẹ̀ láti ẹ̀ pé gbogbo èèyàn dìde ó di ilé nǹkan gidi wàhálà gidi. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe wọ́n ti ṣe fúnlẹ̀ yípo sí tí Nnamdi Kanu ń pa gbogbo àwọn tó kó lẹ̀ yìí wọ́n ṣe kó èèyàn níyẹn ọ̀dọ̀ Ìgbòho gbogbo wọn wà ń bẹ̀ dọ̀la ta ló sọ̀rọ̀ lórí wọn. Àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì tá à ń bí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tẹ́rọ́rìsì ni wọ́n èpèlè yóò fi wẹ èpè ó dùn mí fún ṣífù gan-an because èmi rẹ̀ fáwọn èèyàn wà pẹ̀lú ṣífù ni nísìnyí mo rí pé kò sí anybody pẹ̀lú ṣífù gbogbo tó ń kọ̀gùn kiri lórí social media gbà yẹn àwọn ti rẹ́dí àwọn fẹ́ jagun àwọn dáńsì gbogbo kó kiri òun dáńsì nothing wọ́n kọ̀ dá wàhálà ìsílẹ̀ sọ́run bàbá yẹn gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ rọ́ọ̀kẹ́ gbogbo wọn dáńsì èmi rẹ̀ wọ́n ti rẹ́dí olè iṣẹ́ sọ́pọ́tì ìgbà yẹn ipe àìní eléyìí bá gbára pẹ̀lú gbogbo mo ṣe ti wàhálà bí ọjọ́ 20 pa èmi rẹ̀ pé wọ́n rẹ́dí Nàìjíríà máa fa wàhálà Nàìjíríà ó máa rẹ́dí ogun ni international community kankan lè wá help Nàìjíríà gbogbo ìlú tó ń pè yẹn láéláé kò sí kankan mọ́ on stem fún ẹ bá dálẹ̀ wọ́n rí pé yẹn revolution ilé ìwà country yẹn lọ́sẹ̀ máa wọlé ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn ṣé gbogbo àwọn tó ń kó lọ yẹn ìjọba yóò ní fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ bọ́n ṣe máa deny lọ́ọ̀yà nìyẹn ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sílẹ̀ yíbo kì í ṣọ́ ibi ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kò yẹ yín ṣẹ́rí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà lẹ̀ Ọlọ́run nìkan ló lè yanjú ẹ̀ torí àwọn èèyàn tó wà bẹ̀ yẹn wọn ò rẹ́ẹ̀dì òun pẹ́ kọ́ tó pa gbogbo wọn tán tó bá jẹ́ mi ní Sunday ni wá ti ọ̀rá yọ ọwọ́ mi yẹsẹ̀ nígbà tí bá ti rí káwọn pípọ̀ yóò gbọ́ ìrẹ́jì tó bá rẹ́ẹ̀dì fúnra wọn máa gba ara wọn sílẹ̀ tó bá kẹ́ ìrẹ́jì ẹ̀ láwọn gọ́ọ̀mọ̀ sí wọ́n ti kó gbogbo agbára bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn kì í ṣe aráàlú náà jà fún ara wọn ní o ẹ máa rí gbogbo ẹ̀ bó ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà kan fi.
ọ̀rẹ́ torí àsìkò a máa ní láti fún ẹlòmíì náà ní ààyè ẹ má bínú we have so many calls that wants to get through and after 2 minutes I won't have any other reason than to take another call. tẹ́ bá ti ń pè a máa gbọ́ background wọn tó tún lọ lẹ́yìn if not a máa láti disconnect. Hello caller. Go ahead.
Yeah. Nǹkan tí mi fẹ́ sọ àwọn kọ́là kan sọ̀rọ̀ bíi méjì kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan lè fẹ́ bá kọ́. Ẹ̀yà tó ní pé kán rẹ́gísítà àwọn yẹn kan tó di UN whatever refugee that's a good idea. But as the kọ́là tó sọ̀rọ̀ the last time àwọn táyà ń bá jà yìí according to him they are terrorists. Wèrè yẹn dẹ̀ fi máa ń wo wèrè gbogbo diplomatics orí burúkú tó ń bá kiri yìí kò sí òyìnbó tó máa yẹ̀ fún wa. Gbogbo àwọn ṣé United Nations wọn gbọ́ gbogbo tó ti ń pa àwọn èèyàn Kánú tó ń pa èèyàn whatever yẹn wọn gbọ́ láti jọ yẹn they won't help us ó ṣe mí òun gbà mí báwo la ti fẹ́ ní dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní ṣe ní títú gbà ní òun ni gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ń pè ní àwọn United Nations diplomat yẹn the only àwọn tó ń boycott law they respect the rule of law well respect international law well respect the local law they use autocracy they use force they barbaric sáwọn yẹn la máa fẹ́ sí rule la máa fi lọ́ọ̀yà tí lọ́ọ̀yà lọ rí fẹ́ rí àwọn èèyàn wa náà jẹ́ kó rí and deny wọn from the fundamental human rights and they don't even reckon with the international world says so tí ìdẹ́mi bíi jẹ́ ká bá lè bá àwọn Israel sọ̀rọ̀ tá lè bá Russia sọ̀rọ̀ those are the nations that can help us those guys need their terrorists wọ́n sì wọ́n kó gbogbo àwọn x-men Gumi àlọ́ máa negotiate wàhálà ọmọ kéékèèké nìkan náà ń kó wọ́n tún ti kó wọn Kaduna á tún lọ negotiate wọn àti Israel àwọn amú àwọn tí àwọn kan wá àwọn dìde nìkan náà àwọn 70 governor wọ́n náà ṣe meeting orí burúkú wìrì kan àwọn ọmọ bọ́yá lọ sí lè ṣe Sunday Igboho àwọn olórí no so all those things are joker ní gbogbo yẹn o so tá a bá ti mọ̀ bá rẹ́dì ó ṣe pé ẹnu àwọn gbogbo àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí social media ajá inú ìwé tí ó lè gbìyànjú jẹ́ gbogbo àwọn yẹn let's plan underground if you can talk to Russia if you can talk to Israel those are the people can help us America will not help us London UK will not help us we are going to go to terrorists làwọn Buhari government àwọn ti wọlé láti Niger láti Chad gbogbo wọn ló ń lùlù wa sọ́dà Sokoto gbogbo àwọn yẹn ló ń lùlù wa. So it has to be okotoko patopa war to war. That's all we need.
Okay.
So we diplomatics cannot solve this issue, please.
Okay.
It is time. Strategical planning.
Okay.
God bless you.
All right. Bear with me. Those of you that are calling, please. I know people are putting out information there that they've been released. I don't know where you got that information from. I don't know where you picked that information from. I need to clarify something because the information that is out there might be contradictory to what we are discussing here. So just bear with me. Yeah, there's nothing of such, so I don't know why you put those information out. The one on the timeline. Check your whoa. What video? Is it the one that you? Is it the one on the timeline? That's an old video. We love it to be released, but I can confirm they're not released yet. Hello.
Yeah, Mr. Koiki.
Yeah.
One quick one. Last week, that Thursday, mo gbé àbúrò mi dìde tó jẹ́ lọ́ọ̀yà tó ní chamber l'Abuja. Tó pé kó lọ sí DSS ó dẹ̀ arrange pẹ̀lú àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà ẹgbẹ́ wọ́n lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn láti pé káti ẹ̀ rí gbogbo wọn especially Lady K torí pé aṣọ kan tó wà lọ́rùn ẹ̀yìn náà ló ṣì wà lọ́rùn ẹ̀. Now nígbà kan débẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tán ní kán ṣe kán fìlì fọ́ọ̀mù kán kọ́lẹ́tì gbogbo ẹ̀ làbúrò mi ṣe wọ́n wá sọ wípé tó bá di lánàá pé wọ́n ti máa kú fún lẹ́tà yìí pé kábúrò mi wá lánàá 11 o'clock náà appointment sí àbúrò mi wá lọ́nà mo tẹ̀ fún nẹ́ẹ̀tì dára I make a provision dára náà make provision fún nǹkan obìnrin tí Lady K lè gbogbo wọn ṣáà àbúrò mi kó gbogbo ẹ̀ lọ sí lánàá ó wà níbẹ̀ yẹn láti 11 o'clock láti ọ̀sán àná títí lọ di around 3 wọn dá lóhùn wọn wá sọ pé nígbà tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa wá dé wọn wá ní wọn tí wà fún lẹ́ńtà yìí pé they are scared because Igboho ti sue federal government and wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n kó wá wọ́n tẹ̀ jẹ́ kárí wọ́n tẹ̀ jẹ́ káwọn àbúrò mi rí àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà wọn wọ́n rí àwọn arábìnrin rárá wọ́n kí tó gbogbo nǹkan kó wá pé kí ló fún wọn láṣọ wọn sì pé especially ìlú aṣọ yẹn pé kọ́ńtà tó bá wò Lady K ó lè dọ́fẹ̀ náà gbà jẹ́ Igboho because wọ́n believe pé olóògùn pé ẹ̀sìn náà wọ́n jẹ́ kí wọ́n tẹ̀ gbà lọ́wọ́ wọ́n wá tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ wá sọ pé òun ti tán bá ti àkùsí lẹ́tà àwọn asẹ́ǹdì fún àbúrò mi lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn so that a tún wá pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn láti wá wò torí níwà concern nípa Lady K especially nínú condition nínú wọ́n ṣe wà. Nǹkan tí èmi ń ṣe ń sọ ilé ni pé a rí ní ìdí àwọn tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n sùn àwọn arábí wọ́n sùn wọn because wọ́n sọ fáwọn mi pé they are national threat wọ́n ní gbogbo tó mú yẹn wọ́n ní they are national threat to the nation. That is the language they used yesterday. They wasted their time despite pé wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n máa rí wọn tún jẹ́ kán rí wọn. Gbogbo nǹkan tí èmi àti dára ṣe provision ṣáàbùrù mi kó lọ bóyá gan ọ̀nà máa jẹ́ kó lò torí wọ́n bí bíbélì ó lè wọṣọ yẹn kó bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹni kó dọ̀fẹ́. They are scared. We really need our leaders to intervene. Ṣé ń gbọ́rọ̀ mi?
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
We really need our leaders to intervene. Ẹ lè confirm nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí kẹ́ confirm ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú dára. We did all that on our own side. With everything ká tiẹ̀ kí kóbìnrin yẹn tiẹ̀ lè rí nǹkan fi pààrọ̀ ara kó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀.
Okay then, all right. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I'm going to take my please. That's all right. Let me say this. I understand that we are all in a very difficult situation at the moment. And this is a live broadcast. And I'm not sitting here joking. And we are not contradicting each other, neither. I understand a lot of us want the same good news. But I can still confirm that they are not released yet. The video you're watching on Citizen AY is an old video. That was prior to heading to Ekiti. The 12 still remain in the hands of the DSS. Hello, caller.
Mr. Koiki.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ẹ kálẹ́, ẹ kúṣẹ́.
Àwa ni ẹ.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn sẹ́yìn gbọ́ mi sà.
À ń gbọ́ yín.
Hello?
À ń gbọ́ yín, ẹ go ahead because of time. À ń gbọ́ yín, ẹ̀yin máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Ṣé pé à ń dóde gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì nìkan rí iṣẹ́ nìkan yẹn á nídìí gbogbo yẹn. Ibi tí mo wà nígbà yìí àti mò ń gbà ni pé Ọlọ́run ti jẹ́ ká fi àwọn tán kó yẹn sílẹ̀. Ẹ bẹ̀ pé kí ni reason? Tí DSS bá release àwọn pípò yìí, Yorùbá ò ní agbára fúnra wọn, lágbára ni. Bẹ̀tà bá lágbára Yorùbá fúnra wọn ni wọ́n kó wọn sílẹ̀. Tábàdí ká máa pè ìlú kan pé ìlú kan ló máa rẹ̀ fún wa. Yorùbá ò lágbára ni. Níwájú Ọlọ́run àti ènìyàn, Yorùbá ní agbára tí DSS gẹ́ fúnra wọn. Wọ́n tún lè pa sílẹ̀ gbòó fúnra wọn. Nígbà tí ìyàwó bá ń kú, ọmọ wọn bá ń kú, wọ́n ò lè rí sàwọn pípò yìí náà. Buhari lórúkọ náà, ó wà nínú ẹgbẹ́ méje tábà tí a ti mú orúkọ ẹ̀ pé Buhari ló ń jẹ́ lásán. Òun gan yóò pàṣẹ pé ká lọ rí sàwọn pípò yìí náà. Àárín ìpá àwọn ẹnìkan ó gbọ́n ràn wọ́n láti àyọ̀dá kọ́ńtì mi. Yorùbá ní agbára tí wọ́n fi ìdí sí wọn fúnra wọn. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ mọ̀ nìyẹn. Àwọn leaders wa, àwọn kan bẹ ní Nàìjíríà ń bẹ yẹn, wọ́n náà àwọn kan sọ pé àwọn kò sí lẹ́yìn Ìgbòho, kò sẹ́ni tí ò sí lẹ́yìn Ìgbòho. Kò sí gbogbo èèyàn ló wà lẹ́yìn Ìgbòho. Bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn kan bẹ jẹ́ pé wọn láì máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí social media. Bí ìrìn báyìí, yóò pé wọlé rí, this is my first time. Agbára ń bẹ just be ìdí sàwọn pò yìí. DSS lásán gẹ fúnra wọn gẹ́gẹ́ àmọ́ tí wọ́n náà nígbà tí wọ́n mú DSS pé kí wọ́n tó fi àwọn èèyàn lẹ́dàá wọ́n pe kẹ́kẹ́ ní àbìlú tó bá wọ́n mú DSS lọ gbogbo DSS Nàìjíríà tó bá wọ́n pẹ̀ lọ wọ́n ní sàwọn pípò ìjáde onídìí pé àṣẹ pé ẹ pa pẹ̀lú gan àbí lọ sí kóòtù gan. Láyé Adédúgbò òfin sẹ́yìn náà fi kú náà ó méjì lẹ́kọ̀ọ́dù ẹ̀. Láti ìjáde la pẹ̀lú gbòdò níbẹ̀ ó méjì irú tí Ìgbòho ṣe yí náà ní alájí ìjáde Adélakùn náà sí. Bí Buhari ló pa Adélakùn pẹ̀lú gbòdò Buhari kan náà ló pa Adélakùn pẹ̀lú gbòdò Buhari kan náà ni. Tí ó lọ́kọ́ fẹ́ pa gbogbo onídà Nàìjíríà gbogbo onídà Yorùbá náà ni. Kò pọ̀sibù bẹ́ẹ̀ agbára wà. Torí pé mo rí pé mo ṣe mo program mo rí pé ìdẹ́wà express pé mọ́tẹ́fẹ́ ṣe mọ́.
No, hello caller. I take that back. I'm not. If I'm looking like that, doesn't mean I'm down. I don't want anybody to put my spirit down. We're in a very, very difficult situation. We all agree on that. And I'm just trying to follow, not just the conversation. I'm also following the comment that is going through all the divides. So I don't want anybody to bring my own spirit down. My spirit is not down. And let me say this clearly. From the Thursday of that incident, the Chief Sunday Igboho ti gbé àwọn legal representative dìde. That Thursday, in the midst of when everybody was down, we already took a legal representative ready. I understand, he has his views and opinion, but do not put my own spirit down. My spirit is not down. Let's continue with the calls. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Koiki.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm going.
Mr. Koiki.
Yeah.
I appreciate Olúwa bá mi dúró tì yín. Ẹ bá wa kí olóyè wa, akọgun wa, alàgbà Sunday Igboho. Ẹ sọ fún wa pé ẹ bá sọ fún pé gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tòótọ́, àwọn ọmọ ọkọ Yorùbá tòótọ́ pé gbogbo wa pátápátá la wà lẹ́yìn wọn. Nǹkan kò ní ṣe wọ́n ní àṣẹ Elédùà. Nǹkan kò ní ṣe iná ní àṣẹ Elédùà. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó dúró déédéé tí wọ́n ti olóyè Sunday Igboho lẹ́yìn, àtẹ̀yìn náà lẹ́yìn, àti gbogbo àwọn sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ tí ó yẹ pé tòótọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tòótọ́ ni wọ́n. Irun kan nù rí lórí yín kò ní sọ.
A lot of people believe that the Yoruba Nation can fight for it is one man show. Gbogbo ẹni tó náwọn ní ogun tó lè fi ṣe nǹkan. Even if you're in America, if you're in UK, if you're in anywhere in the world, and you have the means to communicate with those on the ground, by now, you can't not my down with saying You don't expect me to come here and tell you these are the spiritual steps that we are taking. You know, these are the only thing I can come and tell you is based on from the legal perspective. I just saw somebody put there that you know, somebody's talking about the spiritual. I am talking about the legal. And also spiritual. If they're talking about the spiritual, you don't have to even come on air and tell us, hey, I can't got him activated on our behalf. That's, I mean, if it's something that you know somebody that can do it in your village or whatever, you know, and I think it's the best option. I mean, we are coming to give an update on what has taken place in the last Thursday, you know, that this incident has happened. The chief, you know, to assign the legal representative, and they've been working tirelessly, you know, and they've been in very close communication, you know, with myself, and I've also, you know, kept, you know, all the media houses, you know, in line with the conversation. But I am only giving an update that we need to release a statement, and that statement is to go, you know, to not just the Nigerian, you know, news media, but also to the international community as well. People that are praying, and this is people that are praying, it is very good. And to need láti sọ fún wa ìṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe yẹn ẹ̀yin náà máa gbé effort yẹn, and those efforts will come together. But they were so relying, you know, and then you are saying, you know, you want to do this, let us do it together. You know, and I'm not being aggressive about that, you know, and I don't want anybody to come and say, oh, you know, because I know the implication of that. My spirit is very high. Since Thursday, I've been, and I mean, apart from a couple of days that I've not been out, and we have been working tirelessly, you know, and I can confirm Chief Sunday Igboho remains in a very, very good focus and determined, regardless of whatever you might be reading outside, but I will say more than that. It might be no color, you know, go ahead.
Brother, mi ò bínú àtọ́ inú mi ń dùn sí àwọn ogun ọ̀run kan dùn sí ní ó ń dùn sí olóyè Sunday Igboho sọ pé olóyè Sunday Igboho Olúwa gbé wọn dìde wọ́n ti parí abala iṣẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe kò ní pé kí á jí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa olóyè Sunday Igboho ẹ ò ní kú fún wa ìgbòsà méje mo gbé fún yín ẹ ò ní kú fún wa ẹ ò ní kú ọmọ yín ò ní kú aya yín ò ní kú the same thing yín rẹ bàbá rọ́bọ̀dà mi kó èkì ọmọ yín ò ní kú aya yín ò ní kú ya yín ò ní kú ẹni ní tẹ́jú síwájú tẹ́ fi wájú pé ó yá ilé yá èyí tó pa wá ó ti tó nǹkan kò ní ṣe lórúkọ Jésù kí náà ṣe àwọn tó lálẹ́ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín ẹ bá kí olóyè Sunday Igboho pé millions of Yorùbá tọ́jú ọmọ Yorùbá tòótọ́ gbogbo ọ̀la gbé gbòòsà fún wọn a dúró tì wọ́n tàdúrà ó wà tẹ gbogbo àwọn alágbára tó kù lẹ̀ Yorùbá gẹ́gẹ́ ṣe sọ èyí tó kù tágbára wà lọ́wọ́ tẹ̀ wọ́n pẹ́ mọ ewé àti egbò ẹ má dúró de olóyè Sunday Igboho àwọn ti parí iṣẹ́ abala àkọ́kọ́ ó kù sọ́wọ́ àwa náà sí gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe mọ̀ ọ́ sà ẹ̀ ọ̀ sà ẹ̀mẹ́ tó jẹ́ olórí DSS ẹ̀mẹ́ tó jẹ́ gbogbo wọn ní kọ̀ọ̀kan owó tó bá wà lọ́wọ́ yóò ní kọ̀ọ̀kan
orúkọ wọn wà in the public domain now. Ní láti ṣe máa wọ orúkọ wọn káàkiri, orúkọ wọn wà in the public domain, so we just have to do what we have to do. Ṣé ẹni tó ń gbàwẹ̀ fún wa nísìn ní ti ìlànà ti mùsùlùmí àti kìrìsìtẹ́nì wọn ò tẹ̀ sọ fún mi wọ́n ń gbàwẹ̀ lọ, àwọn tó ń ṣàdúrà fún wa ọkọ̀ máa ní àdúrà là ń ṣe fún yín o, you know, this is a àmúrẹ̀ like ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ pé is a wake up call, because ẹni tó ní ìwọ̀ ọ̀gbọ́n Yorùbá nation nísìn bàbá ńlá irọ́ ni. Kíyàn kọ́kọ́ má tún sọ fún wa nísìnyí pé níbì kan nínú Nàìjíríà wọ ọ̀gbọ́n Yorùbá ìyẹn àwọn ọ̀fẹ́ believe yẹn, but we need to maintain the momentum. Àní kátẹ̀ focus sí Nàìjíríà nìkan tẹ́lẹ̀ ní last year wọ́n ẹ̀ tí gbọ́ lẹ́kìtì wọ́n ẹ̀ tí gbọ́ lóńdó gbogbo yẹn nísìn àwáwí nìyẹn, kódà ní north gan wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé Yorùbá fi lọ. So àbẹ̀dẹ̀ ṣe sọ Ọlọ́run ló bàbá wa ti Sunday Igboho Ọlọ́run àdẹ̀ ṣe máa lò wọ́n fún wa, because ohun ti ẹnìkan nísìn ó raise, I mean yes ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àgbàdúrà kó ṣẹlẹ̀, but again ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ náà nìyẹn. So but pé kí ọ̀pọ̀ wá ní ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ ká ṣe spiritual ẹ̀ tó bá mọ spiritual yẹn ẹ̀yin náà bá wa pè wọ́n, ṣé tẹ bá fẹ́ at least àìmọye àwọn tó wà nílùú òyìnbó tó ń ṣe so many things tó tẹ̀ ní láti délé, whether it's a spiritual physical gbogbo alámọ̀yìn, I don't want to go into details. Ẹni tó ń wáwé lamẹ́ríkà nísìn o mọ̀ bó ṣe ń consult àwọn tó wà nílé kọ́bẹ̀ gbàdúrà kọ́bẹ̀ ṣe oríṣiríṣi, so why now do we have to come on the line àìká wá sọ pé Koiki ó jẹ́ ká ti wọ́n lẹ̀, ẹ̀yin náà ẹ bá wọ́n lẹ̀ yẹn láti sókà so that ẹni tó bá ń bọ̀ ilẹ̀ tẹ́yìn bá wa wọ́n yẹn ààrẹ náà ní ní láti sọ fún yàn kankan tó bá ti jẹ́ pé intention tẹ́ fẹ́ sọ pé ní sókà yẹn o tó bá tún bọ̀ again babaláku yín mọ́tò yín máa dákú síbẹ̀ ni ẹ bá wa lọ wọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ tó nìyẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo alájí ṣe.
Everybody has a role to play.
àwọn ti parí iṣẹ́ wọ́n ti gbéṣẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ ṣe so ìjókòó káwa náà máa ṣe káwa náà
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
gbogbo sensation yẹn àti ṣe.
ẹ ṣe gan ni all right
iléyá ẹ ṣe gan brother
ẹ ṣe gan ni I mean let me say this again the reason why I was kind of watching all the thread and I can understand there must have been a kind of miss gbogbo bẹ ṣe sọ pé wọ́n release wọn and I was watching the comment I was communicating at the background here and Iyamosheni Koba Memo Airport I made 2 calls I don't have to go into who I spoke to and I can confirm that I also I mean people are telling me say this is a live broadcast I can be sitting here lóòótọ́ kó ti release wọn there's nothing wrong in that ṣe bí kọ́ release wọn náà làdúrà tá à ń gbà kọ́ wà níbẹ̀ náà I mean ìdọ̀tà ló máa fi sínú àhámọ́ fún how many days tí a dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ìjọba tí à ń deal pẹ̀lú ìjọba burúkú ni amọ̀ntọ́ lè ṣe fún wọn ẹ̀ tí wọ́n sáà ní sìn so but from that information that they been released I was trying to also find out from the legal representative tá à ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ I was trying to find out whether there's another update. That was why I was continue looking onto my phone and then monitoring to find out, tèmi tó bá ti release wọn tèmi kébì náà kọ́ sọ pé lóòótọ́ what to release understand me say. And when I went to check, the video that a lot of you must have seen, tèmi sọ pé what to release wọn, I realized that video is not a new video. Èyí lè máa mọ̀ every video that kò ṣe gbogbo video náà làwọn náà máa mọ̀ it's all the same time nígbà tá a fẹ́ ṣe July rally tí wọ́n release another video kan pé video yẹn later on I realized that the video is an old video and sometimes in a situation like this this is a live broadcast and people are watching from different part of the globe and I cannot sit here and then people are putting the comment there they've been released then I would look stupid if I cannot do a quick background check as well. Information they might but the legal representative that I spoke to before coming on air and release that statement made me understand that what the phone says access release so maybe another set of because on talk with ẹ̀gbọ́n tó pè tán nísìn àwọn náà now to make effort or to gbé àwọn lawyer kan dìde coloring one all that but I can excuse me I can confirm officially that látijọ́ Thursday in the midst of everything, the Chief Sunday Igboho to be representative today, to make sure that those in the hands of the DSS, we do the right thing for them as well. So it's not like, we left them there. So just to clear the air on that, and like I said again, if they've been released, it does not have to matter who said it or who mentioned it, but I'm just saying that from the legal representative, they were not released while I was coming on air, and if they've been released, and anybody knows that before me, any place for a minute. If anybody has been released, it is also my job to make sure that we tell you straight away that they've been released. And I think again, let us clarify, as I speak right now, those individuals in the hands of the DSS have not yet been released. I go ahead, caller.
Sunday Igboho is a hero. So kò sí ọ̀tọ́ wọn kò sẹ́yìn kan tó lè sọ fún òun ṣe ọkọ̀ dájú wọn mọ́. Lágbára ọlọ́run rí ìyà kan jẹ́ wọ́n rí pé ìyà táwọn kan jẹ lọ́fẹ́ gbọ́ọ̀nù. Ọlọ́run bá dẹ̀ ti ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀ láti tò wọ́n. Á dẹ̀ gbàdúrà wọn lágbára ọlọ́run. Wọ́n bọ̀ káwọn pátá tó máa tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ lágbára ọlọ́run.
Ẹ ṣe lè máa rẹ̀.
Ẹ bá máa kí wọn.
Àjíṣẹ́ fún mi.
Àwọn ọjà àgbà tó lọ pé kò dùkú kà wọ́n. Ẹ̀sìn Sunday Igboho òkúta kápọ̀lé kọ̀ ìgbé lọ́wọ́ jẹ́ ọ̀n bò wá sọ pé nígbà tó dé stage yẹn àwọn ló máa ń pè pé àgbẹ̀ni má fi lè láti fún ẹ ẹgbẹ́ ọlọ́run ẹgbẹ́ máa kí wọn ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú ọlọ́gbà ọlọ́run ọlọ́run
Amen. Thank you very much. Yeah. Let's go back again. 24 hours before the Lagos mega rally. The visitation of Chief Sunday Igboho to Guru Maharaji, which was on the 16th of May 2021. I was at that, courtesy visit myself. I went with him, Colonel Fonroke Adogon. Adogon was there as well. One of the other security that is also in the hands of the DSS was there. But when people, only live show, not anymore, the people started saying, what Timu Chief Sunday Igboho, hey, what Timu, and I was like, okay, maybe it's an information that I'm not aware of. And eventually, I was also thinking, but if, he's arrested, I would also have to know, and then I can tell you straight away. But we realized that it was a fake news. And we have to be careful, especially, we have also, traitors of DSS, federal government, politicians, and they will bring all kind of information to distort the main information. Àti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú pé wọ́n mú àwọn èèyàn, wọ́n ti release one. Then all of a sudden, another news is filtering through. What to release one? Why should we want to, rejoice? Pé wọ́n dì wọ́n mú. Èmi kí ni wàá dùn pé wọ́n release one náà ni. But I am saying, I've been, in constant communication, láti Thursday with the legal representative on behalf of Chief Sunday Igboho, who is also, up to date with what is happening. But what I can say is, let us, remain focused. Let us remain prayerful for those at, the hands of the DSS, whether from the spiritual side of our tradition, whether from the Islamic side, whether from the Christianity side. The most important thing that we need is we want them to be released, and that is where we stand. So I'll go straight and take this caller, and then we continue with the conversation as well. Once again, a very good evening and welcome to the broadcast. Hello, caller.
Hello, my brother.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Ekushe takuntakun.
How are you?
Odudu agbewa.
Kò ní gbé ọ̀dà yìí.
Yoruba Nation no going back.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Mo ti try láti pè yín fún program for 1 or 2 days.
Okay, ẹ ti wọlé nísìnyí, ẹ ti wọlé. Let's just continue. Ẹ ti wọlé lórí eléyìí.
Yes. So what I'm trying with the point, yes, thank you, my brother. The point is, Sherry, ẹ máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ kan pé you are talking something pé if Nigeria don't want us go, kò yẹ pé normally in another side, Sherry, in another side, in Sokoto pé yìí ṣe media, understand? Ó láwọn ọ̀tẹ́ yìí ò lè sọ, but I'm telling you, my brother, that side there around the way tẹ́sán yẹn òun ni, because that country the country tó yẹ pé what they know about is violence. You understand me? Àwọn Fúlàní ò mọ̀ kí tó pè dialogue. Oyin, my brother. So, Sherry, the other side of the way yẹn, òun la máa go, òun la sì ń lọ sí, ìjà la máa fi kúrò ní orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn. Sherry kò tó lọ ṣe ń lè bàbá for like 2 weeks or something, week plus. So, ìjà yẹn, violence yẹn, òun ló mọ̀. So, everybody go get ready. There's something they are doing in UK. Táwọn èèyàn wá ṣe UK. It's good, but Oyinbo send the wa. I'm talking this thing. Oyinbo send the wa. Hello, send me.
Loud and clear.
Oyinbo send the wa. Káwọn èèyàn máa gbọ́ pé àwọn èèyàn gbọ́rọ̀ tí mo sọ yìí. Oyinbo send the wa because there's something tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ níbi tá a rí. Understand? Tí a bá ń protest, understand? Wọ́n rí pé àwọn protest bá ní problem nílùú wa. But tí àwọn ọmọ onílùú wọn bá ń protest, nǹkan tó ní the náírà 24 hours máa ṣe fún wọn. A rí pé kí ni ó ti work well fáwọn. You understand? So all those things me dispute kan don ṣe pé à ń ṣe ra wọn lọ sí clinical square ní UK, all those things, but all these people they don't care about us. Our land need láti take laws to our can speak fún nǹkan tá a fẹ́ fúnra wa. You understand? So ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wà kọ́ lọ gbáradì. Other way tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn olóṣù máa ṣẹlẹ̀. You understand me, my brother? Way yẹn tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn sọ tó ń bọ̀ èmi mo mí ni ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ mo mí ni ẹ̀ àwọn omi yẹn ọ̀dà wo yẹn ìjà ni kéde máa sọ́ọ̀sì káwọn yẹn máa gbọ́ ìjà ni o. You understand?
Àgbọ́yé.
Ìlú yẹn ò ní gbà pẹ̀lú àwọn olórí burúkú wo lò sí politician àtàwọn ta nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà tó sì wà pẹ̀lú ọ̀dà àwọn Fúlàní wọn yẹn ò ní gbà pẹ̀lú àwọn tó lọ ń rí àwọn page tó ń kún látàkùjá tó ìjà yẹn ni tó kẹ́gbọ̀n ló gbára dì ẹ jọ̀ọ́ káwọn yẹn máa gbọ́ kẹ́gbọ̀n ló gbára dì ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tó ń ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n àwọn èèyàn wa tó wà ní custody àwọn DSS Islam lọ́dọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní sìn Lady K and all of them. So ìjà yẹn ni o. Understand? Ìjà ẹni a máa jà ní a máa sọ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ everybody mọ ilé ẹ̀ everybody mọ ọ̀nà ẹ̀. Kò yẹ ẹ ṣe gan mo kàn ní kí n tún put more lights
Thank you very much. I just picked up a comment from my auntie there, Olajire Joseph. I can't see that comment again. I'm following the comment as well because we're not all. I always say I am not the. Okay, not that one. She was talking about let's remain, prayerful. Let's remain focused, like I always say. Let's remain united. What they're doing now is a lot of, especially what the government wants to do is to create that fear in us. But this government doesn't know that some of us, and when I use the word some of us, I've already carried along every single one of us that have that full determination. When I use the term some of us, I don't want to believe that people say, Yoruba Lotte, àwọn ọlọ́ṣẹ́ kìíní kan. Ẹ lọ gbọ́ fídíò tí bàbá wa Sunday Igboho ṣe ní just some few days before the raid assassination attempt by the terrorist government on his house. Ó ní àwọn tó bá jẹ́ ọ̀dàlẹ̀ ọ̀ tó bá ní mind pé wọ́n máa dà wá kọ́ òun bẹ Ọlọ́run kọ́ lọ́ọ̀ má jẹ́ kọ́ rí ṣe. Bó tó bá wá rí ṣe ó kù wọ́n ó kù sí ọwọ́ Oòduà. If anybody thinks that either trying to pretend, trying to make themselves look like they are with us, but they are not actually with us, and do not know. I hear people say, ọ̀dàlẹ̀ wà láàrin yín, ẹ̀kíní kan wà láàrin yín, ìgbà kan wà láàrin yín. Nígbà tá a ṣe ẹni tó ní inner eyes láti fi mọ̀ pé ẹni tó dúró yìí, ìwọ tó dúró yìí, ìwọ tó à ń wò yìí ọ̀dàlẹ̀ nìyẹn. How do you find out those kind of individuals? So when people call and say, ọ̀dàlẹ̀ wà láàrin yín, àmọ́ ọ̀dàlẹ̀ wà láàrin yín, ọ̀dàlẹ̀ wà láàrin yín, how do we pick that ọ̀dàlẹ̀ out? It is very easy to say so, but how do you point pé ọ̀dàlẹ̀ lélẹ̀ àfẹ́ntà bá rí mú báyìí pẹ̀lú proper evidence pé ẹni yìí no ìwọ ló ń gbà bọ̀dì fún wa? How do we know that? Chief Sunday Igboho would not know that. Koiki Media would not know that. Some of you will not know that as well. But something will know. And that's something that knows, whether from the spiritual being, somebody just said, if I would know, he would deal with them. He would deal with them, whether from our Isheshe, whether from the Christianity, whether from the Islamic side. It will. But àdúrà tí a máa gbà ni pé tí ọ̀dàlẹ̀ tó ń fẹ́ da ilẹ̀, ní moment tó bá fẹ́ da ilẹ̀ yẹn, kí Ọlọ́run kó mú ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ lọ, kó má bàa rí ṣe. Whoever it could be, whoever tó bá jẹ́, ní moment tó bá ń rò lọ́kàn pé àsìkò yìí òun máa dà wọ́n so that gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ tó ń gbé á lè dàgbónú. And people think it's just about, we have even some of you tẹ́ wà ní different groups across the globe. It's not about àwa tá wà níbí báyìí nìkan, kò ń ṣe prof nìkan, kò ń ṣe comrade Victor Taiwo nìkan, kò ń ṣe different organization. Ìgbésẹ̀ tẹ́yìn gbé nísìn pé ká kọ lẹ́tà, ká kọ petition, ẹlòmíì lè jókòó tó yẹ pé òun ló fẹ́ dá lágbónú tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe Amina tẹ̀ ń sọ pé òun ni deputy. I've read a lot of people say she's the one that will put a stop on that and that. Tásìkò bá ti tó, tọ́lọ̀ bá násìkò ti tó fún kan. ó lè máa rò lọ́kàn a tẹ̀tí fún wọn ní lẹ́tà yẹn tán kó tó mọ̀ pé irú lẹ́tà ẹ̀kọ́ ló yẹ kó wọn hand over fún General Secretary of the UN. The government at this stage cannot scare us because we have come out officially to say we do not want to be part of Nigeria. So ìbẹ̀rù wo la tún fi máa bẹ̀rù government? Why should we be scared of the government? Government kọ́ là ń bá jà. We are not fighting the government. We are fighting to save our own ethnic cleansing that is taking place on our land. So when people say, you are worried, you are worried that way, oh yes, I have to have feelings for those arrested. That is normal thing to think of. That is normal thing to worry about. And it's not because we are online. Like I said, everybody has been worried for them. So if nobody is worried, there's something, definitely you are not a human being. And we have kept, at least our timeline, continuously bringing up-to-date information regarding different views, even those that disagree with, oh yes, aṣáàrí kábíyèsí kan ní Ọ̀ṣun tó ní kí bàbá wa kó farẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Bóun ṣe mọ́ sọ nìyẹn pé kí chief kó farẹ̀ sílẹ̀ fún ìjọba. Ṣẹ̀rí bí kábíyèsí yẹn ṣe ń ronú. We've seen different commentators, we've seen Professor, the Nobel laureate, we've seen senior advocate, everybody have said something. So my question is, why should I, Olayomi Koiki, be scared of the government? Scared of the government for what? Oh, pé ìtàgbédání, àwọn ń bẹ̀rù ìjọba. If I was scared of the government, I wouldn't even have gone all this far. I would have probably, I would have stepped back. Oh yes, show are inconvenient. Oh, definitely, there's no doubt about that. Are things going to change around me? Oh yes, definitely about that. But pé ntí mo wá gbé dání nísìn ní stage yìí màá ní mò ń bẹ̀rù federal government, mò ń bẹ̀rù Yorùbá politician. I don't get that. Everybody knows that the country is not working. 100 children were kidnapped in a state yesterday, and we are talking about a kind of assassination attempt on someone that has not kidnapped children and someone that have not damaged anything more than saying that we do not want our people to be killed. Nothing more than that. And if you all have the faith, from whatever perspective you are looking at your faith, we've talked about the astrology. Things will change. Forget about whether the UN agree with us going, the America agree with us going, UK agree with us going. The world is also moving astrologically, whether you believe in it or not. Astrologically, things are moving, and they see it as well. They can feel it, and they have to be prepared for whatever the eventuality. The world itself is changing. The world is changing. This time last year or this time 2 years ago, nobody knew that you would have to be traveling now, with so many, 100 kids. We're talking about 100 children. Things are changing across the world. But one thing we know is, from whatever tradition you believe in, from whatever your own background of religion, as a Yoruba, but we know that the time has arrived that we, the owner, the indigenous owner of the land, is about to take back the land. Forget about how it might look to you. Àwọn èèyàn ní kíní ò ní ṣe é ṣe, ó difficult, ìjọba lẹ fẹ́ bá jà, ìjọba ò lè lágbára tó àwọn táwọn náà rí. They cannot be powerful than the person they cannot see. Ẹ̀yin lẹ ń rò pé ìjọba ní agbára, ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ pé òun ò lágbára. Because Ọlọ́run ló ní agbára. Whether Ọlọ́run from the our own tradition, from the Yoruba, whether Ọlọ́run ti Mùsùlùmí táwọn kan sìn, whether Ọlọ́run ti Kristẹni, it does not matter. Ọlọ́run kan wà tó dúró pé sẹ́ àsìkò ti tó tóun fẹ́ gbà wá. And if we stand on that and we are not shaking our legs, why should we be worried? Why should we be scared? Scared of who? Scared of who? Let's take a few more calls. Hello. Good evening, caller.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, sir.
Any last source, okay? So that Caliboy.
Yeah. Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, much better.
I just have, I'm sorry, I may not have something like a suggestion, but I just want, I'm really tense, I'm really depressed as things are about what has been going on. And I have a group of WhatsApp where I have people that we just discuss about stuff like this. And then the biggest questions that I get about, because I have friends from Nigeria and we always talk, and the biggest questions that I get or that we always ask ourselves, like, I mean, why did they even have, I'm sorry, I just hope that this is not irrelevant to you, sir, but I'm just disturbed that how did they even manage to even get their good participate? I mean, it's just,
how did they, I missed that bit a little bit. How did they, sorry, I want to really pick up that.
Yeah, like how they managed to get to Chief's house.
Okay.
And go back to him.
Okay.
Because there's a video that we all, we are this, okay, let's say the normal religion in Nigeria, Christian, Muslim, but we don't really have this, we don't have power. We are just normal being trying to live life. But when we see someone that we read history or we had history about him and he come out to say stuff like this, we get really excited and we are very, very enthusiastic about the fact that something good is about to come. But from that video, there is if they come on or 1,000 or 100, I mean, and we just see it. I mean, we are, I don't know, but I just like want to tell you that.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll try and, from a little bit, I won't give too much because that's a very sensitive question that he has asked. Ìbéèrè to be me, it's a very, very sensitive question. He's just asking as an ordinary person. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. He's an international number. He's a Yoruba man from the tone. But all I can say is, gbogbo nǹkan ó yé Elédùmarè, gbogbo nǹkan ó yé Ọlọ́run Ọba. How they got there and went without anything, I know the point he wants me to talk on. Ṣèbẹ́ ní arákùnrin ní this and that, and I'm not going into the details on that. But n tí kò máa sọ ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká fọkàn wa balẹ̀. Nígbà tá ti mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run lọ́ba tó ní agbára, tí agbára dẹ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, òun dẹ̀ ló ní gbogbo nǹkan lọ́wọ́, òun ni Alpha and Omega, òun ló mọ àsìkò, òun ló mọ ìgbà. That's all we need to say. Ọlọ́run mọ̀ kò yẹ máa wáyé, ó dẹ̀ ti wáyé, òun là ń debate, là ń sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Báwo ló ṣe wá, báwo ló ṣe lọ, ẹ fìyẹn sílẹ̀ sọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká tú kòkó tí kò necessary. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀, Ọlọ́run Ọba ti jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀, á ti rí, but ká wá wo influence tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn, kí ọ̀kan bá ṣe ń sọ lẹ́ni pé àgbọ̀ Yorùbá nation, ẹ jẹ́ ká tutù ẹ̀ dànù. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tutù ẹ̀ dànù. I will say more than that. Hello, caller. Hello.
Bàbá Kóyèké.
Ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Hello. Bàbá Kóyèké.
À ń gbọ́ yín.
Ẹlẹ́
Àwọn ènìyàn ètò ni ẹ.
Ọlọ́run máa fún wa ṣe o.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Ọlọ́run ní fún wa fọ́tàmú.
Àmín.
Gbogbo ìgbìyànjú àwọn tí a agitate fún Yorùbá nation, Ọlọ́run ló jẹ́ bọ́ sásọ. Ọlọ́run ló ń ṣe àwa kọ́ là ń ṣe. Gbogbo àwọn ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀, Ọlọ́run á bá wa fi dáadáa tó ju ìta tó rò lọ, á bá a fi rọ́pò ẹ̀.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run ní bàbá wa ṣe Sunday gbogbo ní tí wọ́n fọ́tà mú.
Láṣẹ
Ọlọ́run ní
Èdùmàrè.
fi ẹ̀yin náà fọ́tà mú.
Àṣẹ.
Àwọn tó lè wà nínú àhámọ́, Ọlọ́run á bá a gbà wọ́n lẹ̀.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Ọwọ́ tó ní ọ̀pọ̀. Ṣé rí tí ọba fẹ́ gbàyàn sílẹ̀, mo mí pé àwọn èèyàn wa tí a wà nínú oko ẹrú, ìyẹn ìyàwó Yorùbá, tá a bá fẹ́ gbàrà sílẹ̀, ẹni tó fẹ́ gbà sílẹ̀, kókó gbọ́dọ̀ realize pé òun wà nínú oko ẹrú kó tó lè cooperate. So nǹkan tó mo sì ń rí ni pé torí ó dùn mí gan-an pé pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tí àwọn DSS àtàwọn ẹni ibi àwọn sójà ń ṣe, kí àwa Yorùbá ká má lè jáde bó tiẹ̀ ṣe ká fi ẹ̀hónú hàn immediately fáwọn ọba àmọ́ bàbá wa lógun wọn fẹ́ bá Gani Adams nígbà tí mo gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wọn kọ́tọ̀ sọ mi ò fi yìn wọn bò ó tọ̀rọ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n sọ wọ́n ní Yorùbá ṣòro wọ́n ní Yorùbá ò sí gbèjà wọ́n ní nígbà tó bá ń gbèjà wọn tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tó ń lọ wájú nígbà tí ìṣòro bá dé tó bá wọ̀nyí báyìí o kò ní rí wọn mọ́ ni.
ṣé kẹfẹ́ kí n dá yín lọ mo mọ̀ fáwọn èèyàn máa ní Koiki ò jẹ́ kára ẹni sọ̀rọ̀ tán I'm a journalist and I will always interject ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ̀kọ́ jáde báyìí Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà ṣé kọ́ wá pa gbogbo Yorùbá tán nítorí ẹ̀ ṣé ká dún ẹni sùúrù ẹ ọ̀pẹ ẹ máa jẹ́ wá fún ìtàn kẹ́ respond ẹni Yorùbá torí pé bàbá wa Ìbà Lógun Ọ̀fẹ́ o the generalism of Yorùbá land wọ́n ní ẹ pé Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà àwọn blogger oríṣiríṣi ń sọ kábàkábà olúkàlùkù mú opinion tiẹ̀ wá èyí lẹ fẹ́ ti bàbá wa ti Sunday mo tẹ̀ gbọ́ ó máa ẹni tẹ̀ pa mí. The question now is ǹjẹ́ yìí mọ̀ pé torí pé Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà láàrẹ̀ náà mà ló gbé wa débi tadé yìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni bá wà.
ṣe agree bẹ́ẹ̀ so now tábà wá ní Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà tábà ń lo statement yẹn continuously ṣe mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ yẹn ádàbàtẹ́ pé Koiki tí wọn náà máa ń ṣe yìí ǹjẹ́ ọ̀tẹ̀ ní Yorùbá tó ń jà fún yóò ṣe gbèjà because mo fẹ́ try láti correlate nígbà tẹ́ bá ní Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà ìgbà wo la wá fẹ́ gbèjà Yorùbá.
Very good mo láìkì ibẹ̀ ṣe dá sí ẹ̀ka lè gbọ́ra ayé ṣe nígbà tí tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo fi gbé Lógun Ọ̀fẹ́ nígbà tó sọ I was disappointed in him nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ ní bí òtẹ̀mí náà pé tí Yorùbá ọba ṣe é gbèjà tí Yorùbá ọba ṣe é gbèjà ó yẹ ká find the reason tí wọn ò ṣe fẹ́ really commit to their own self-determination and their own free actualization ṣé ẹ̀rù ló ń bà wọ́n ni àbí ṣé wọn ò ní good leadership ṣé wọn ò ní assurance èyí máa find out tí wọn bá fẹ́ execute any mission.
lára ìdí kan sí méjì ta lè máa sọ ni pé as at the time táwọn èèyàn máa ní Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà communication line ò dàbí àìní sìn communication ti yàtọ̀ nísìn èèyàn jókòó nísìn èèyàn wà ní Australia tó ń gbọ́ mi lọ́wọ́ báyìí tí mo wà wẹ́ẹ̀ èèyàn wà ní Brazil èèyàn wà ní Cuba so tá a bá wá ń sọ pé nígbà yẹn pé Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà ó ṣe ti kọ́ máa wọ pé àwọn táwọn fẹ́ gbèjà nínú ilé àwọn èèyàn máa dá kan mọ́ wọn á kọ̀ tà wọ́n dànù for 5,000 naira but àwọn kan jókòó síbi kan tó ń making £1 million a year tó bá ṣe the right business legally wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé nígbà òun mà là ń fèsì sìn so ìgbà yẹn ó yàtọ̀ lóòótọ́ nígbà yẹn wọ́n lè máa sọ pé Yorùbá ó kìtà bá tẹ̀ ní Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà right apart from kàtẹ́ sọ pé à ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation yìí even in the midst of the wá kàtẹ́ sọ pé ní ìyàn ṣe exam as an example nígbà tí yàn bá ń ṣe WAEC ṣe mọ̀ pé tó mọ̀ kankan sef àti mọ̀ apá ilé yóò rà pé for whatever reason kò rí lè mọ̀ púpọ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé àwọn kan fẹ́ help ẹ̀ nínú exam hall yẹn ṣe rò pọ́ ṣe kí ni ìdí tẹ́ ṣe rò pọ́ fẹ́ help ẹ̀.
torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ fà lọ́wọ́ sókè ni.
That's it so lóòótọ́ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn à lè tú dànù but ní stage that day ní 21st century okay nígbà táwọn bàbá wa Ìbà Gani Adams Lógun Ọ̀fẹ́ nígbà táwọn sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ restructure that was 1992 èmi wà ní GSS 2 ìjọba ọ̀dá wọn náà àwọn náà rí support Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà lóòótọ́ because nígbà tó ń sọ yẹn èmi kan tẹ̀ mọ́ tó ń sọ because ṣé mi tẹ́mi wà lábẹ́kúta àtàwọn tó ń jà fún nígbà yẹn communication yẹn kò dánmọ́rán ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí nísìn ọmọ GSS 2 kan ti gbọ́ pé bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà tó ń pè ní Koiki mo lọ́wọ́ statistics àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa tẹ́ mọ̀ pé lórí YouTube àwọn tó ń gbọ́ wa jù Nàìjíríà ló wà lẹ́yìn náà lamẹ́ríkà so that shows that people now have interest in whatever the conversation now is.
ṣé tí ẹ rí Yorùbá ṣe gbèjà yẹn it's not peculiar to the Yoruba Nation anymore it is it's human nature. ṣé ní tí ọ̀sán ti bá wà pẹ̀lú nǹkan láti tara bọ̀ kò kí easy.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
but tí yẹn bá mọ̀ pé kí ni pé tó ń fẹ́ ṣe yẹn ó dáhùn ló.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
tí n bá ti kàn gágá tó kàn gàgá mo mọ̀ pé mo lẹ́ni lẹ́yìn.
Ìyá dára bọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tí mo kà tí lísà àbílẹ̀ àbíkíní ni ò rántí lára wọn pa àwọn ológun wa gidi kan gbà yẹn ọlọ́kùn pọ̀ nkẹ́ wọn. Wọ́n ní nígbà tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ yàwó bóyá ní Ẹ̀gbá àdélé Aládé wọ́n ní àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ ọba lọ́mọ kọ́kọ́ jábàálẹ̀ lọ́mọ ajáde obìnrin yẹn kọ́kọ́ tó lè fẹ́ yàwó. Tó ń gbà tí lára àwọn ológun ẹ̀ṣọ́ kọ́lẹ̀ mẹ́wàá àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé kíní yẹn ò dáa. Àmọ́ bọ́ ẹ̀ ń díọ̀ torí pé wọ́n lè fèsì ọba.
For end, yo, if it ama end the scene, Kalifelo Milan I understand that people have said so many things. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa rí lé yẹn. Tara èèyàn ní bùmáṣọ pé tó bá ń ṣe pé àwọn tó rán wá yẹn wọ́n fi wá assassinate èèyàn ni. Kò tó wáyé pé tó rán wá pé òkè lóòótọ́ òkè wọ́n fi wá search inú ilé. Tó bá ń ṣe pé wọ́n ní intention mi pé no àwọn máa ba bíbá ìjẹ́ délẹ̀ kò sẹ́ni tó bá rí lé yẹn tààrà ò ní ta pé no chief ẹja wọ wàhálà ìpọ̀ kálẹ̀ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ìyàwó wọn àtàwọn ọmọ àtàwọn tó dúró tì wọ́n tán tí bá náà tó dúró tì wọ́n ti kó gbogbo àpọ̀ yàtọ̀ sọ́ọ̀dàlẹ̀ láàrin wa o because the damage oh my lord ṣé ẹ̀mí tọ́tẹ̀ palafẹ́ sọ ni tí wọ́n tẹ̀ gbé bọ́dì sílẹ̀ nísìn according to Islamic right ó yẹ kó ti ṣe àwọn arábí yẹn àwọn tó kú àwọn méjèèjì but we are still talking about the body is still with the federal government in 21st century kàwádẹ́ máa sọ pé Yorùbá ò ṣe gbèjà àwọn tó kó lọ nísìn kí la mọ̀ tó ń ṣe fún wọn irú tọ́jọ̀ wo la mọ̀ tó ń ṣe fún wọn 18 minutes past 6 I'm trying to make sure so many of you have also your conversation but ẹ bá máa ṣe ní kíákíá so that you know we will exhaust the 4 hours and ẹ̀hẹ́ tí mo fẹ́ gbọ́ nìyẹn ẹ bá ti ń pè ẹ bá wa mute the background if not I'll have to pick somebody else àti bẹ̀yìn it's a tense situation but we don't want to hear the other noise in the house. Hello caller. Hello caller. I've pleaded all the time. It's not for me. It's affecting all the device. 19 minutes past, I can confirm that the 12 individuals are still in the hands of the DSS. DSS ò jẹ́ kí àwọn legal representative tí Chief Sunday Igboho tí wọ́n gbé sílẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ kó rí wọn. And we will continue to request access to them. We don't know what the conditions are, but 2 out of those 12 need urgent medical care. Once again, a very good evening to those of you that are watching us from different parts of the globe. And we continue to say, we will not relent. We will not back down. We will not be suppressed. And we will not neither be intimidated. Lóòótọ́, every one of us, the number to call is +4475 94050 979. Lẹ́ǹkan sí adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ṣì ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa nílé lóko. The current situation would not. Somebody say, yeah, I wrote my friend's paper during the WAEC with a strict time. Okay. Yorùbá nífẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn. Ẹ má jẹ́ kí àwọn blogger kan tó jókòó síbì kan tó ń sọ pé yẹn ṣẹ̀rí gbogbo wàhálà tẹ wá dá sílẹ̀ nísìn ṣẹ̀rí kinní kan tẹ dá sílẹ̀. Wàhálà ti wà tipẹ́ because tó bá jẹ́ pé UK wọ̀ dà wá papọ̀ gbogbo tá à ń fà yìí kò tẹ̀ ní necessary rárá ní any reason láti máa fà á but nígbà tẹ́ pé UK fúnra wọn in 1914 please Koiki talk about tomorrow protest. Yes, I will talk about that. I've got a clarification on that. People wants to come out tomorrow at Chief Sunday Igboho's house. I've spoken to those that are involved organizing it. Any suru and to our line. Intimasonipe, yes, I'm aware of that. And definitely that rally will hold tomorrow in Soka in Ibadan. Also, Eloma signed the petition, you know, for petition, Enisuru and Tonkwewa, Enisuru, Eloma signed petition, you know, so kí ẹ lè mọ̀ pé petition yẹn òun ló máa fún wa ní referendum tí à ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ United Nations gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn bàbá wa Professor Banji Akintoye ṣe sọ. Once again, a very good evening and welcome to our caller.
Hello.
Okay, voice in lọ́lẹ̀ díẹ̀ ẹ bá wa increase it so that because we have 4 devices. Tẹ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ sókè ànígbọ́n yín dáadáa.
Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ mi nísìn?
Ó wà much better ma.
Thank you for your effort and God will add to your effort in Jesus' name. I really appreciate it for the support. In fact, I really bless God. Ìjọ tí mo rí Ìgbòho tó ń jó lórí àpòlé Father Lord, thank you. Ọkọ̀ mi balẹ̀, mo pe heritage, mo ní inú mi dùn díẹ̀, mo rí Ìgbòho tó ń jó, mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rí tó ń jó ní inú mi dùn. For I thank God pé ó wà òkè. Nǹkan tó wá sọ́kàn mo ti sọ fún heritage náà. Níjọ́ tọ́rọ̀ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀, èmi rò fún mo sọ fún heritage pé mi ò rò ó yẹ ká máa ṣe rally all over the world continuously. Kì í wá ṣe pé ká kóra wa jọ síbi kan àwọn tèkó á kìkìdé, àwọn tìbàdàn á kìdé, àwọn ti Ìlọrin á kìdé. Everywhere tí Yorùbá bá wà, ká mobilize. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe wá kì í ṣe pé Yorùbá pé wọ́n ṣòro gbèjà. It's only we need somebody to mobilize us. You see how we doing when we are in London. We started saying it, and people will come up. Tó a bá ṣe èyẹ náà ní Naija, ká láwọn tó ń ṣe kínní ní Èkìtì, ká láwọn tó ń ṣe ní Oǹdó, ká láwọn tó ń ṣe ní Kwara, ká láwọn tó ń ṣe ní Kogi. Ẹnì kan máa mobilize. Àwọn tí yà jẹ àwọn tó jẹ́ grass ni. Only they need somebody to follow. Tẹ́ bá rí bò tó bá dìde lónìí ẹ̀rí pé gbogbo wọn ló máa dìde. Ṣùgbọ́n Ìgbòho ò lè dá ṣe. Ìgbòho tó wà láàárín ìlú wọn kọ́ jẹ́ kó dìde. Kó mobilize. Kì í ṣe àwọn tó ń jẹ́ kó wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ lónìí tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n máa padà sẹ́yìn o. Àwọn tó dúró láti ṣaṣíwájú. Àwọn tó dàbí umbrella. Umbrella ni Ìgbòho. Umbrella ni bàbá Akíntóyè. Àwọn yẹn umbrella ni ẹ tójú ò gbọdọ̀ pa àwọn ènìyàn lábẹ́ ẹ̀. O dúró láti ṣetán fún wọn. Àwọn orú àwọn yẹn kì í ṣàwọn tó ń sọ pé Yorùbá ò ṣe é gbèjà. Kò sí ẹni tí ìmọ̀ nílẹ̀ yípo tá a bá rí àwọn tó máa mobilize wọn náà ní lọ gbogbo ìlú ni. Kò sí ìlú kan tí ò ṣe é gbèjà. I bless God. Kì í ṣe I thank God the way you give me bàbá. Ẹ tó bá mọ̀ nǹkan ṣe ní kámá máa gbé wá sórí Facebook. Nígbà mo rọ́wọ́ èèyàn tó ń kú tó ṣe mo rò báwọn Lagos ni ẹnìkan tẹ heritage fẹ́ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó gbé màmá rárá àwọn Ẹdó ló ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn kì í ṣe Lagos state. Wọ́n gbogbo ẹni tó lò níbo náà wá kó sí pàdó wọn to talk about that. So if we can mobilize ourselves, they need a multi-rally. All over the world. And within these 2 months, you match today. Papa ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní all the people, all the place. Although our federal government had today to shut us down, but ẹ tó máa kú tó bá sọ pé yóò ní irọ́ la pa. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó bá gbà á, wọ́n máa
thank you very much to our caller. Fanfa now tí ó sì fẹ́ pé àná there's still so many of you that wants to add 1 or 2 voices as well. But tó bá ti dago méje a máa gbé ètò yẹn wá sílẹ̀. So we only have 35 minutes to make use of. So ẹni tó bá ti ń pè ẹ ṣe ni as quickly as possible so that kẹ́lòmí náà lè láǹfààní àti dá sí. Hello caller. Ẹ káàsán, ẹ kọ́lẹ̀ láti bíbẹ̀.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Ẹ káàsán sá. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ ọmọ àjọ lórí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bàbá wa Ìgbòho. Ọlọ́run á túbọ̀ dúró tí wọ́n àtẹ̀yìn náà. Àbùkù ìkọ́kọ́ tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé mo wọ show bàbá gbàgede mọ̀ lánàá. Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ mọ bàbá yẹn. Wọ́n wá play tape ní àwọn ṣe meeting wípé wọ́n pe mi bàbá wa Ìgbòho pé kán jáwọ́ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yìí lẹ́yìn yẹn wọ́n léèyàn kan wá pe bàbá Ìgbòho wípé tó bá jáwọ́ kínní yà lẹ́yìn after that ni kínní yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé ní gbogbo àwọn ọba yẹn they are not innocent àmọ́ fẹ́ pé àtẹ́pù yẹn lọ́wọ́ bàbá yẹn kẹ́ listen sí they are not innocent then gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá máa ṣe.
ṣé kí n tún sáré answer yín níbẹ̀ yẹn I've listened to the voice note ten sọ yẹn mo dẹ̀ mẹ́ni ten sọ̀rọ̀ lórí let us ẹ̀yẹ ká get kinní kan right láti last year as an example tèmi ti join pé à ń sọ̀rọ̀ the movement not even agitation we told to be using the word movement it's a movement so many people have said so many things that kinní tó ń ṣe yìí ó máa lẹ́yìn o Yomi wọ́n ti pe màmá mi kódà èèyàn kan yìí send message sí kan náà sisters mi and all that you understand me see right so anyone can sit down anywhere and bring out a voice note at this particular time and then there's a lot Sherry I'm not disputing the voice note but there's so many thousands of information that will filter through last year what the key chief Sunday Igboho ráyè ṣe October 1st rally what block wọn mọ́ sókà náà I'm sure gbogbo wa la gbọ́ so ṣé nísìn láti gbà yẹn tabawa wo títí dìsìn the momentum has changed the mobilization has changed as well so kí àkànṣe wa sọ pé òun jókòó pẹ̀lú ti Sunday òun gbọ́ tó ń sọ kí àkànṣe wa pé òun wà a little bit you understand me say I am not saying that the other information láàrin méjì but what I'm just trying to say is there's a lot of distorted information out there. I mean, anyone can sit down in his house and say he sat down, wá gbọ́ gbogbo conversation yẹn. Ṣé gbé sórí speaker ló fi ń gbọ́ ni àbí báwo? Ẹ ti understand me say? Ṣé wọ́n gbé sórí speaker tó fi di pé ó clear gbogbo information tí chief wa wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nísìn, ó wá gbé sórí speaker, òun wá gbọ́ gbogbo conversation yẹn. Kò dẹ̀ forúkọ ẹ̀ sínú conversation nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé ká tẹ̀lé sọ pé ẹni báyìí ni or be on hide. I don't understand. I mean, 24 hours before the rally, they put out an image, clear image. So àwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ tètè to understand. Ó dà àwọn mọ́mí tó pé tọ́gbọ́n náà wọ́n rí bàbá wa ti Sunday Igboho tó ń jó. That was an old video as well.
No.
It's not a current video. What the information jáde pé what he arrested Chief Sunday Igboho, and I looked at maybe to share the picture lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. I knew it was a fake picture and it was a fake information without even anybody telling me because èmi àti wọn lájọ lọ síbi Saguru Maraji. So I'm not, distorting what that, presenter have said, but what I'm saying is there are so many information, and we have people that are being paid, by the opposition of what we are doing, to make sure that they can knock off. Why do you want to release knowing that that is a false information, and people were worried because everybody will be worried about already at a crisis. Kini crisis àti mọ̀ pé at some point a lot of people have said that wọ́n máa attack wọn but the DSS denied that same attack right at Guru Maharaji in February. They came out and denied it. But bí àtọ́rí pé wọ́n pààyàn méjì nísìn ni wọ́n dẹ̀ kọ́ àwọn èèyàn lọ ṣe jáde nígbà tí wọ́n rí Ọlọ́run fún wọn ṣe because tó bá yẹ pé the other way round ni in terms of ẹ̀kọ́ máa sọ assassination attempt ló bá wà.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Assassination attempt. I've been to the house and I've seen the damage. Damage yẹn ṣe kékeré rárá.
Yes.
Assassinate machine gun ló gbé wá. Eléyìí ń sọ̀rọ̀ AK-47 machine gun tó ń spray ló gbé wá.
Yes. Because tẹ́ bá fẹ́ pààyàn, ní destroy gbogbo kan tó wà àlùlé. Ní destroy àwọn mọ́tò. No, you have another.
Wọ́n máa deny ẹ̀ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n máa deny ẹ̀ ni. Wọ́n náà ọmọ kọ́kọ́ nípa ẹ̀. Wọ́n dẹ̀ máa lọ. But ojú ká wọn mọ́ ni. Because àwa ní media wa kan tó jáde ní exactly that midnight tẹ́ bá lọ wo broadcast wa jáde lóru yẹn wọ́n fẹ́ yìnbọn fún bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn náà Ọlọ́run ló ní pé kó smart they were going to shoot him wọ́n fẹ́ yìnbọn fún because they were shocked to see somebody riding on the motorbike at that early hours of the morning just before 2 o'clock in the morning ni bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn gbéra láti ilé ẹ̀ tóun tẹ̀ wọ́n pé kóun ṣì máa lọ kó tẹ̀ mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti block gbogbo títì òun ló jẹ́ ká mọ̀ pé wọ́n block títì because anybody tó bá ń wọ information ẹ̀ láti inú ilé gangan kò lè mọ̀ pé wọ́n block gbogbo Ìwó road yẹn, wọ́n block ẹ̀ ní both side. Àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ wà nínú traffic yẹn wọ́n kọ̀ wò pé normal traffic wọn pé ẹ mọ̀ káwọn èèyàn ti use mọ́ gbogbo kìíní ẹ̀ pé báwo ni traffic tún ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ ní aago 2 lóru, ènìyàn kọ̀ máa wonder bó kò lè mọ ohun tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tí yàn kò dẹ̀ ṣe irú ìlú òyìnbó nísìn traffic report wọ́n ti máa fún wa ní update. It's not the same here, and even I mean I don't know that, but I mean I just want to believe what the governor is saying, the Makinde, that is not aware. So bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. All right.
Declare wanted. Is the Buhari.
Benny.
Is a murderer.
Definitely.
Everything. It's a murderer. Declare wanted. Bad president is a murderer. Everything. Still collide. But now Fulani. Don't collide, but he knows everything that they're doing.
Oh yes, oh yes, he knows. Yeah.
So it's not innocent.
So, I mean, it even got to the state that they killed àwọn ológbò tó wà nínú ilé. Àwọn ni ká máa dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run. A máa dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run náà ni. 7 o'clock we bring the broadcast to an end, so we start just about 28 minutes. Ẹ bá máa ṣe ní kíákíá. Hello, caller. Ẹ kálẹ́.
Mo fẹ́ sọ àwọn àìrọ̀ ẹjọ́, let's build on our strength. Ẹjẹ́ àgbàgbé, let's leave our weaknesses aside. Ẹ̀sọ́ fún pé Yorùbá ẹnu òkú kò sí even in an national kò sí fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kan tí ọ̀pọ̀ òní dìde kó wá èdè sí kọ́tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ. So gbogbo yẹn ṣáìtọ̀ níbẹ̀ ẹnu Yorùbá òjò yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká fi síbì kan ìyẹn kọ́ ló bá wá ń sìn kí ni way forward báwo la ṣe fẹ́ strategize. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ dé ilẹ̀ débi tá a sọ yìí then àwọn kan sọ wípé ṣebí bàbá wa Sunday Igboho ṣèbọ́ sọ pé àwọn ní kinní kan ṣèbọ́ sọ pé àwọn ní kinní kan kò yé yín tó bá jẹ́ wípé ẹ̀yin wà ń sìn yẹn pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan arí yẹn yìí to escape if it is not God àti nǹkan tó lọ gbélé wọn lọ́wọ́ do you think nǹkan tí à ń sọ ìdáná máa sọ ni ẹ jẹ́ kí àwọn people tí wọ́n pariwo wọ́n ní èkó ní nǹkan kìíní kan àwọn yẹn kò fẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ tì wá sí wọ́n fẹ́ fún wa ní ànọ́dá tí ká máa wò ká bá lè ọ̀pọ̀ nínú nǹkan tí a fojú sí ni ẹ jọ let's all strategize ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ká sí pé ẹ jẹ́ àti witness wà ká ṣẹ̀gbẹ́ kan definitely a máa tún lè bàbá Sunday Igboho ìyẹn ó certain a máa tún ṣe bí wà we are going to contribute and they are going to do it bá a ṣe get àwọn tí wọ́n mú bí wọ́n ṣe máa release wọn way forward ní ká máa lò kì í ṣe wípé wọn ò ṣe ṣe bàbá wa ṣe kinní kan ṣèbí bàbá ṣe kinní kan máa tí wọ́n bá yẹn ṣèbí torí ìbọn òòrùn ni wọ́n ṣe fọ́ ẹni ẹlẹ́ni lórí so we still don't look at that let's look at way forward is the kókó gbogbo all sides of the ẹjọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká stop ẹ̀ àtẹ̀mí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbé wá thank you sir.
All right, ẹ ṣé gan ni màmá wa tó pé àkẹsẹ́ tó bá di aago 7 a máa gbé ètò ẹ̀ wálẹ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń bá wa lọ láti ìgbà tá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò náà kò possible pé gbogbo wa náà la máa ráyè pé láti wọnú ètò yẹn. Àwọn tó bá dẹ̀ láǹfààní àti wọlé ọ̀rọ̀ méjì mẹ́ta tí ẹ bá wa sọ a fẹ́ mọ opinion àti view kó má dàbí ìgbà tẹ́ pé Koiki nìkan ló gbé ètò sórí afẹ́fẹ́ òun nìkan náà ló ń dá sọ kò fún àwọn èèyàn láyè láti dá sí ètò náà adúpẹ́ fún gbogbo àti ẹ ti láǹfààní àti dá sí 400 missed call is not easy to take all the calls definitely but ìwọ̀nba tá a bá sì lè gbà sí àgbà kó tó di pé a mẹ́tò yẹn lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká máa fi àdúrà ran àwọn tó wà ní àhámọ́ ìjọba lọ́wọ́ gbogbo tó lókàlùkù wa bá mọ̀ lọ́tún lósì but ọlọ́run tí gbogbo wa ń sìn ní ti oníṣẹ̀ṣe ní ti ìbílẹ̀ ní ti kìrìsìtẹ́nì ti mùsùlùmí ó ti gbèjà wa ó dẹ̀ máa gbèjà wa délẹ̀ tán lágbára ọlọ́run hello caller.
Good afternoon. Nice to látijọ́ yìí nínú mi pé mo get through.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
You know what? This time I see you, I'm always proud of you.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
I know your mom will be proud of you.
Thank you.
And mo dẹ̀ gbàdúrà pé Yorùbá gbogbo bàbá ti gbà wọn láyọ̀ gbà ní fẹ́ àwọn àti.
Àmín àmín.
You are a man. I wish I could see your mom before. You are brought up.
Thank you.
àwọn èèyàn tó ń ṣe yìí very negative. I'm telling you, mo really love you. I'm telling you. You know, don't look aside track. When you're not done, you're not joining here. This is the first century.
Then,
you know, now I'm doing consider, please give me your account. I'm going to message you now. I just called to say I love you. I think when you are well brought up.
Thank you very much.
Because don't look aside top. Look ahead. I'll be following again. In order to sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yorùbá nation ìbánisọ̀ don't look back. Tọ́jọ́ bá dé ti àwọn ọmọ alálẹ̀ wọ́n ti ẹ̀ lórí ìyàwó òní tí wọ́n náà ní tẹ̀lé mi proud of you nígbà yẹn bá dé lórúkọ bó ṣe máa ń yẹn. Thank you
very much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ma. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn, and I don't have a number, so many prayers which we need at this very particular time, but I can say that ká túbọ̀ máa gbàdúrà fún àwọn tí wọ́n pa ní inú ilé bàbá wa. Bí ṣe sọ, wọ́n open GoFundMe fún wọn. I will get the link out. It has been confirmed as well by Chief Sunday Igboho, and we will release that GoFundMe as well. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe peaceful rally in support to or protest la máa pè yẹn for Chief Sunday Igboho ní iwájú the new Nigerian embassy ní America. A dúpẹ́ fáwọn tó jáde ní London náà, méjì mẹ́ta tí gbogbo náà bá jáde, but we expecting to get a very big rally as well. Mo mọ̀ pé àwọn Biafra náà, they are working to get one done as well. Àwa náà ní láti ṣe ìkan as well. Lóòótọ́ ẹni tó bá ní nígbà tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ kò bá òun á jẹ́ pé irọ́ ni gbogbo àjọ ń pa. Ẹlẹ́ran ara lèmi náà níjọ́ yẹn ẹni sùúrù ẹ làgbàrá tó ń pè, mo mọ̀ pé ẹ ti wọlé, mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé long distance ní rà pé bíi Malaysia kan ní àbí Thailand àbí Australia àbí New Zealand kan náà sí eré àyẹ̀lẹ̀ wa. Malaysia. All right, ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè, so kì máa hold it too long.
Okay. Thank you so much for being on the platform.
Thank you for coming.
I really appreciate you getting the part. I've been doing a very good job. But however, can I come notice? Why is it that our platform that need to get to Yoruba, most of them, maybe we are not in harmony or we are not in the same page? Because if you listen to some other, so many other programs, you discover that sometimes indirectly they try to criticize platform. I don't know why. Still, we need to be united if we want to achieve our goals. So united in the sense that we our platform in one, Aboloni one voice. Two, Apollo to strategy increase the awareness strategy. For instance, you love Chief Sunday the Kokoni issue. Our DSL want to plan it, but because she wants to be really don't say yes. Origin. And go back. Was to deploy more 200 soldiers.
200. Or do 200 law?
Usually,
or they do 200 law. Offer to 300. 300. 300.
Yeah, little in your com. So that is one. Two, it means tabali harmonize people our towns here. What you can identify, can increase the publicity, can need many more Igbos. Let me put it that way. Sunday Igbos to more vocal. So now to about the stage, Omar, the government go on pinpoint go. For instance, this is about the SARS and NSAS just because of business, who are very difficult for them. Like, and be with your leader. We are looking for your leaders. Tell us your leaders. Let's negotiate with them. So, what the debate and economical front is easy. Why easier for one lot is okay. Destroy, I finish it. I finish it. I arrested. for as we táwọn kan tó price bí àwọn ọba yẹn tó ń sìn pé kí ìgbòho kó submit fún olùkọ́ rẹ̀ fún DSS any attempt if someone probably make a mistake láti appear tó máa ṣe next pé behind ọmọ fún wọn sí ban wọn lójú wọlé till after election which is dangerous. So now the game is people of that. One and two, and they need more awareness. They need more people down or come.
I shall go. Thank you very much.
Yes, want to try. Yes, Lori no school facts, but I want to sort. I want to know like the so that back be love so that's it. Politicians only ever allow youths go take over.
Thank you very much.
Challenge create platform, that's challenge one. Then I think
Thank you very much. All the way from Southeast Asia, a long distance. I greet every one of you on the Instagram of God bless you always on point. That is Emmanuel Star Zone. No mind them. They are trying to brainwash our forefathers' power. Shape be police say there is no spiritual power. Okay. I don't know spiritual power. Wow. Even I was told that Odumosu, the commissioner of Lagos, has not yet speak or talk. I want to money Lagos. I would give more updates on them tomorrow. There's work ongoing. Baba Professor Banja Kintoye is working flatted as well behind the scene. I spoke to him. He's strong. He remained focused, just like all our professors that are watching me from different parts of the globe, all our different Yorubas that are working tirelessly. Ẹ má rò pé torí àwa tí à ń wá sórí air ọ̀bẹ àwa tí a súnmọ́ bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho náà a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn tí wọ́n dúró tì wọ́n tí wọ́n fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ ní wákàtí. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo oríṣiríṣi ẹgbẹ́ security operative tó wà lórí ilẹ̀ káàrọ̀ òjòrè bí bàbá wa ṣe máa ń sọ àwọn tó ní fọ̀n tó lé kanná tó ọ̀dá sí tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí bó bá pẹ́ bó bá yá ọ̀rọ̀ àkóso wọn nínú. Àwọn tó jẹ́ alágbára náà wà àmọ́ fún ìdí kejì wọ́n fẹ́ dá sí wọ́n fẹ́ yọjú àmọ́ wọ́n dúró di àsìkò kan àbí ìgbà kan tí ó máa di pé wọ́n máa wá dá sí. Then àwọn tí wọ́n ní ó kù ó tán kò tí tán the Yoruba are stronger than yesterday. The Yorubas are more focused than yesterday. There are so many conversations that will be traveling from one end to the other. Be careful with those headlines. Some of those headlines can give you a kind of a panic attack. All I can say is, if you think it is worth watching, there's so many, especially fáwọn tó máa ń wo program lórí YouTube ẹ mọ̀ pé tẹ bá wò kan tán bí tẹ bá wò tọ̀dọ̀ mi tán nísìnyí ní pop up, and you can come up with different headlines, and that could also give a lot of different views. Àwọn akọ́lá mọ̀ tán lóòótọ́. There are few people that are watching and they are taking notes. They are waiting for the next step. I've said it, and I will not take my words back. Coming out of Nigeria, let me say, will be easy, but we all know that it won't be easy. Nigeria is a big elephant that have been running for a very long time. Ó ti jẹ oríṣiríṣi grass káàkiri. Ó ti entangle rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú different part of the globe. There are different countries that look at us and say, we are stakeholders in your country, even though we are slaves in their own country. You know those countries I'm talking about. Àwọn jẹ́ stakeholder lórí ilẹ̀ wa. but àwa jẹ́ ẹrú lọ́dọ̀ wọn àwa fi gbara wa sílẹ̀ wọ́n wá ń wo èmi àti yín wọ́n fi wá rẹ́rìn wọ́n fi wá rẹ́rìn pé tí ẹ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation I just read a comment, but I would leave that comment. I'm sure people have already been responding to it. Sometimes you read those comments and it just make you laugh. There are more than Fulanis that want Nigeria to stay. We are not just fighting the Fulanis. If you have followed my broadcast since last year, we have real stakeholders that have more interest in Nigeria than me and you. I've looked at people that say we want one Nigeria because there's opportunity in Nigeria. But you know, that is all lies. The opportunity that you are seeing, or the thing you are looking at, is how you would also get into that system that is already corrupt. And that will give you that opportunity. If you're talking about opportunity, if you're really talking about opportunity that is on a plain level ground, you will never in another 100 years get it in Nigeria. Nigeria is the only country that you must know somebody to know somebody before something is done. As I speak right now, 12 innocent Yorubas are kept in the hands of the DSS working for the federal government. Their offense, they want self-determination out of Nigeria. Nothing more than that. These individuals have not kidnapped any children like we saw yesterday where 150 children were kidnapped. Àwọn tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí tí ó wà lọ́wọ́ ìjọba, their offense was just because they have tried to educate and enlighten every one of us. 3 more calls and I won't take any more calls. This is the first one and then 2 more. Okay, I mute the background.
Hello?
It's Wale.
Quick audio, thank God. For life, for Don't protect on Baba was Sunday Bobo. And thank God for your life as well, babe. Oluwa because Koiki Kajo wa nbe ni wo igba lọ́jọ́ yẹn. Ilé arroz Oluwa ṣe. Kini point it professor. Number 1. Àwọn tí mo wà níyà. EFS kini bí nǹkan tá lè ṣe bí ilé wọn. Tó bá jẹ́ the contribution tá lè ṣe tó lè lọ sọ́dọ̀ family wọn la help our family yẹn. I think me more because this put the family so be more scenario number 2 only pay any to bá wà lọ́mọ Yorùbá tó bá retí pé àwọn àgbààgbà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá change ṣeré because of the àwọn Fúlàní ti kidnap gbogbo ọmọ ṣe wà ní kankan tó ti fi to each one of them. That is the reason why they cannot come out and talk or say anything. Ọba mu allegation against wọn and they will remove them. Governor kan lè sọ pé kó remove. Ikú ọ̀lẹ́ fẹ́ bó ṣe wá ẹni tó bá wò pé wọn ò lè move ẹ̀ ẹ̀ kó ọkọ̀ ẹlẹ́bàá mọ̀ pé àgbà àti Fúlàní tó ti fi take over ìlú tó ti fi take over especially southwest in Yoruba land. Number 3 points. See, Sunday when tó bá wo fídíò tó ṣe before kó tó di wọ́n lọ sílé wọn ẹ̀rí kan mention enemy bí mọ coloration kìlẹ̀ yìí ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó bá wò ó máa nǹkan wà tó máa ń jẹ́ pé náà máa wá sílé wọn mi fẹ́ dárúkọ ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n òun náà ló tún lọ gbé ọwọ́ ọkọ̀ sókè lérí a ní southwest tó sọ pé jí ẹni tó lè ṣe é lè àwọn tó lè ṣe é lè tọ́tún interview ẹ̀. You understand? There's so much àwọn níbi tó jẹ́ pé ìyàwó dẹ́gbò gbọ́wọ́ ṣe Sunday Igboho sókè lẹ́nìí o lọ sí other part of Yoruba land tomorrow and like bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lọ pariwo Kéréjì. So this kind of people, I think there should be a lot of awareness tó máa jẹ́ pé ṣe Sunday Igboho àwọn tó bá ti wà pẹ̀lú àwọn tó máa mọ̀ ṣe Sunday Igboho kan ti mọ̀ èdè spirit.
Torí àsìkò ni màá ṣe tó jẹ́ kẹ́ lọ torí pé aago méje ti fẹ́ lù kó ṣe pé torí pé mò ń fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ parí ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ ẹ má bínú ẹ dúpẹ́ pé ẹ ráyè wọlé ẹ ṣe báyìí. One more call after this and I will wind it down completely. It's exactly 18:51, the 6th of July 2021. Bá ti ṣe ń bá bọ̀ látẹ̀kan pé àwọn tí wọ́n mú wọ́n ti fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ ìgbésẹ̀ ṣì ń lọ. The legal representative tí bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho gbà wọ́n ṣì ń gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lé lórí bó bá ṣe ń lọ a máa fi tó gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ káàrọ̀ jìrì létí. One more after this and that will be the end of the call tonight. Ẹgbẹ́ òsókè, you only have 1 minute.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o,
Àwọn ni ẹ.
Ọlọ́run máa fún yín ṣe. Ṣé rí àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run? Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá máa ṣe ẹ má máa jẹ́ ká máa gbé síta yẹn number one. Ìjọba tá a ní àtàwọn leaders wa èrò wọn ò fẹ́ràn wa. Ìjọba tó wọ̀ press ni wọn ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ ká free because wọ́n mọ̀ pé ọkùnrin Ọlọ́run lò láti liberate wa, that's why we tell them so much. Wọ́n fẹ́ pamọ́ lé ni we all know that ẹni bá lóun ò believe ló yẹ well ó pọ̀ náà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fún yín láwọn instances kan. Ìgbà tá Abíọ́lá lèmi ti mọ̀ wípé you too lè rule Nigeria successfully. Immediately tó announce Abíọ́lá was very late that day. The second day àwọn students ti storm Abíọ́lá prison ní Ìkẹjà. Àwọn náà ń pàṣẹ ẹni tó lè wọlé síbẹ̀ yẹn, àwọn náà ń pàṣẹ ẹni táwọn fẹ́ rí. And youth bá ṣe wà kò sí tí wọn lè ṣe ìjọba bẹ̀rù wọn. The only thing tí ìjọba ń lò lè wà lórí lè wípé wọ́n fẹ́ intimidate feelings pé àgbàlagbà tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ ọmọdé ò gbọ́dọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀. Oppression come out, oppression èèyàn òun ló ayé wa fear, spirit of fear don't instill sí wa. They don't want us to free to break away from there. And with Donald Trump, ìgbà tí Donald Trump táwọn èèyàn láwọn ò fẹ́, àwọn èèyàn ló vote out, but àwọn èèyàn àwọn ò fẹ́ òótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà yìí, àwọn gangan lè ṣù. Ìkejì, ìgbà tí àwọn kan jalè ní Ọ̀fà sometimes 2 years ago, tó ń pariwo Bukola Saraki, tó bá jẹ́ for the fact that wọ́n mention Bukola Saraki, immediately not as of pé kó step down. Ẹ wo kí ló ti ń pè máa yìí máa tó wà lẹ́wọ̀n yìí because kò sí proof gbogbo nǹkan tó fún tó ṣe wọn ò ní fídíò fún ọ̀tá àwọn tó ti ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa people saw the video all over the world àwọn leaders wá dẹ̀ mọ̀ but they just refuse they don't want to do anything about it. Àwọn Fúlàní wá sórí ilẹ̀ wa wọ́n wá ń pa wọ́n dẹ̀.
torí àsìkò mo ṣe máa fẹ́ dá yín dúró màmá mi.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká mobilize ara wa, ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe.
Ká vote wọn out.
Ká vote wọn out. Ẹ ṣe gan. Thank you very much and this will now be whoever comes through is the last caller and we won't take any more after that. Okay, it doesn't even seem that call is going to come through. So we just leave it like that for this evening. I will be coming back tomorrow, day after, depending. I'll be giving more updates on the situation. You won't get through because I've turned off the Wi-Fi. But all I can say to every single one of us is let us remember all those that are still with the DSS and the 2 individuals that died right inside the residence. Tẹ́ bá rántí eléyìí ká kàn fi máa kásẹ̀ sílẹ̀ díẹ̀ tó bá ti di 7 àgbétò yẹn wá sílẹ̀ completely. You won't get through, so do not try to call again. But let's just hear this.
Àsìkò ti tó àsìkò ti tó sẹ́. àsìkò ti tó. Yorùbá nation ẹ̀jíkìrì. àsìkò ti tó. Yorùbá nation ẹ̀jíkìrì. àsìkò ti tó. àsìkò ti tó láti máa lọlé wa. àsìkò ti tó. ọmọ Yorùbá o. àsìkò ti tó. láti dá dúró. àsìkò ti tó. Yorùbá nation a fẹ́ máa lọ. àsìkò ti tó. bàbá lọ́wọ́ òkú ẹrú. àsìkò ti tó. Ọlọ́run abẹ́ o. àsìkò ti tó. ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí dánwò. àsìkò ti tó. àsìkò ti tó. àsìkò ti tó. Nàìjíríà ti tó pín. àsìkò ti tó. Yorùbá nation a ti fẹ́ máa lọ. àsìkò ti tó. ọmọ Yorùbá fẹ́ máa lọ. àsìkò ti tó. Ọba tó bọ́mọ Ísírẹ́lì nínú oko ẹrú Íjíbítì nígbà tó kún Fáráò tán dìde láti gbé wọn mì lọ́jọ́ ọjọ́ sí. Ó dáwọ́ agbára sórí Òkun Pupa níyàn tó ilẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ Ísírẹ́lì wọn kọjá lọ. Olúwa bá wọn dá sí. Bàbá ìwọ la gbójúlé. Bàbá ìwọ la fẹ̀yìntì. Ìgbà tá a bá fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ kì í bọ́. Àwọn tá a fi lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ kì í máa yí fáyà. Ojú ó máa gbọ́dọ̀ ti wá rọ̀ bàbá. Bàbá ti wá dọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀. Bóyá bàbá tètè dáhùn sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Bàbá mi dáhùn sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Tètè dáhùn sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Yorùbá nation yìí dọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Ọlọ́run gbà wá o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Bàbá tètè dáhùn sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Bàbá fẹ́ dá dúró. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Àfẹ́kọ́ lọ́wọ́ òkú ẹrú. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Nàìjíríà yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Sáwọn olórí ọ̀tá wá sí. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation. Bàbá lọ́wọ́ òkú àjọ.
Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wá orílẹ̀-èdè wa kàgbéga 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 fàlẹ́rí ìgbàgbọ́ wa ní pé àti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀